Hello, everybody. In this episode, you are about to watch episode three. Um, I have to give you a little bit of advice as a game master and offer some apologies to our guest. Um, as a game master, if you haven't run a game in about 2 years, you might want to start with some sort of story so far or exposition about what's happened. Because what you're about to watch is going to be a little rough because a lot of the players didn't remember 2 years ago. So here we go into episode three. Thank you. Hello, and welcome to episode three of season two, Plots in Darkenhaven, Bar Hopping in Middentown. Um, as we always do, we're just going to start with a quick introduction of characters. So we'll start with Sigismund. Go ahead.
Yes, can you hear me? Am I good? Yes, let me get back into Sigismund. I am playing Sigismund. I am a level something Egalitan of Harmonia, the goddess of neutrality and harmony, and I'm a little too violent to live in the normal temple because I used to be a paladin of Viridian, and I was a demon slaying monster. So now I am doing my penance here, helping people address things and totally not burning down vampires' houses.
All right, Monty.
Or is this about vampire house burning? Oh gosh. So I'm Monty the Motivator. I am a bard, but I like to inspire with my words, not necessarily my songs. And it's been a minute since I've been here, but I'm excited.
Dulcinea.
Welcome back, Monty. Hi,
Thank
everybody.
you.
I'm Dulcinea Darkenstraw, no relation to the city. I'm a halfling, softling, and a technic artificer, so I try to keep things running around here, but these boys don't make it easy.
Stam.
Hi, I'm Stam. I'm a bit of a motivator myself, like Monty, but I use the hammer of light and an unnamed pistol in my other hand.
You need to name it, Sam.
Yeah, we'll work on that.
His name's
All right.
Spanky.
And our first guest, Callie.
Oh, hello. My name is Kylie. I mean, Kalasa, if you want to be formal about it. But I'm, a bard. I like to tell tales. I've got a bandolier of pipes, and each one of those pipes tells a different story. And depending on how much you pay me, depends on how good the story is. So it really just depends. Like, how much do you like me? How much do I like you? How much are you willing to spend on a story? It's all the same to me. Pipeweed is always a way into my heart, though. Know that.
And to your lungs.
Yes. That's why it's raspy, darling.
Are you trying to motivate her to quit or what?
No, sometimes people open up when they're under a little bit of a relaxing influence, if you will.
Oh, I got you. All right.
I am a relaxing influence, darling.
All
We
right.
get along swimmingly.
Brienne.
Hi, I'm Brienne. I am a halfling Fazood, which means I'm kind of undead. I own a little tea shop / apothecary in Gloomport. But I will say, I'm not necessarily the best at making the charms and stuff. It kind of depends. You gotta, it's a roll of the dice on what you'll get every day. But I'm very happy all the time. But I also, I try magic, but it just sometimes doesn't happen. But yeah, that's me.
All right. Well, we will not start our adventure like we normally do in the abandoned building outside of Flax and Wagon Alley, because at the end of last episode, there was a mob of people angry about how the custodians were doing their duties as the magistrate. And Isidore Druon is the proprietor of the tavern across the street. Told them that maybe they should stay away for a little bit. And so they stayed at the Black Eagle Bed and Breakfast where we ended our last episode. So we are now at the Black Eagle, And there we go. And as you come down, Solera, the one of the cooks and the daughter of the proprietor, um, brings you all three to the table, Sigismund, Stam, and Dulcinea, and you're looking around wondering where Savinor is. And Solera says, your friend, I came in late last night and he was leaving, and he said that I should give you a message. It was really weird. He said
All right, what's happening?
Nothing to worry about, and he kept winking at the word nothing. That he and Godfrey have it handled. And then he said, "This is for you, Dulcinea," and she hands you like this folded pieces of parchment. And
I'll bet and Savinor had a hair crisis, and they went over for Godfrey to braid it for him.
so as you look at these pieces of parchment, you notice that it is they are the schematics for those hovering firefly things that apparently Savinor copied to his memory as he was looking at them at Growin Scattenbrain's shop, and sketched them out for you, and so now you have some things for that. Now these don't have all of the weapons on them because that's not what Scattenbrain built. They were just the pieces. And for those joining us and weren't part of last episode, Growin Scattenbrain had made some things for Zaponius Blamboodle. And these things attacked the party, and they were little firefly mech things that shown illusions and attacked with acid. And now the party is wondering why Zaponius Blamboodle might have bought all of these and attacked the Cuthbert, the hair cutter. And so that's kind of where we're starting today as you're there. Now, also, as you come down, there are two other people sitting across the way in a couch, sitting there talking with one another. And I'll turn it over to Callie and Brienne as they talk about their latest events.
Oh Lord, my love, what we gonna do with this hat? Man,
I don't
really like it.
I don't know what we're gonna do with the hat. I mean, I think we need to return it, but I don't know how we do that exactly.
I mean, we got the tag inside that tells us exactly where it needs to go.
Yeah, but how do we find this Mirror Mandy?
I don't know. I thought you were the worldly one with your Gloomport tea shop and all that stuff.
Yeah, I know. I tend to kind of stay like out of, like, it's weird to say I stay out of business because I'm in business, but I tend to stay out of like other people's business. So I don't know like a ton of people.
Do you think we need to tighten up the story? Like, it can't be that we were just hanging out in an alcove in the cave and we just walked up on the after effects. We need to be the adventurers, right? We need to be the ones that skedaddled and got it. Like,
Yeah, I mean, we
I
can say
feel
we
like
saved.
we decided we just walked in and some people dying and we found a hat.
I feel like we saved someone, or like we saved the hat. Let's be honest.
I do feel like, and I like hats. Let me tell you, my love.
It is a good-looking hat.
It is. And I do feel like the hat wants to find a home. I just don't know if we want to say that, we're just two chums who just walked into a room with some people fighting over some stuff and we found a hat.
I wonder if this person may pay us for said hat.
Oh,
maybe there's a bounty on the hat. We don't. Yeah, I mean, we don't know much about what this hat is, other than it is a gorgeous hat.
I do too. I think you're right. I think we could get us a little bit of, coppers out of this. You're right.
And the three of you sitting at the table across the room can overhear this as they're talking.
You guys know that you're talking loud enough that everyone can hear what you're saying?
Yeah, but I expect you to because I have no idea where we're going.
What?
I don't know these people. I've never been known for being quiet.
Right, but your secret plan to pretend that you're some really awesome adventurers and not some guys that walked into a room and found a hat have been a little bit foiled.
I know, but who are you?
My
Can you
name...
do my story? I don't think you can. I'll just say
It's-
you're lying.
Okay, well, I thought you asked me what my name was, but then you said a whole bunch of other things, and I got to be honest, I don't really understand the words that you say. So I'm just going to tell you that my name is Sigismund Crane, and I am here now in this room. And that is
Okay.
my friend's hat. I know that lady's hat.
Oh, well, yeah. So, yeah, even better.
Why? So you guys said that you found it in a bad hole?
In
I
the
wouldn't say it was a
bedroom.
bad hole.
So it was a cave with monsters?
Yeah, it was pretty wet.
All right. Well, this is a PG-13 show, so let's just move on from that.
It was a lot
Yeah.
of things.
What's the
darling.
problem with this hat anyway?
Well, it's Mira Mandy's hat, and she will want it back for sure.
Who? Can you
Okay.
tell us who this Mira Mandy is?
Yeah,
don't
she
know.
hangs
They're
out
really
with all
fabulous,
those
huh?
weird hat people.
Or
The
shall
Hatters.
The
They're
Hatters.
mad.
She has
I've-
a club about hats.
I've heard of them. They've come into my shop asking for some weird teas before.
Yeah,
But-
Yeah, they sniff a lot of glue.
I think they do drugs.
Glue.
But anyway, she would probably want her hat back, and she would probably give like you guys something for finding her hat. And I mean, do you guys think that she's dead? Did you take the hat and she's dead?
No,
Okay.
no. We have not seen her. We know literally nothing about who this person is.
Yeah, she tends to hang out in another tavern in town. She doesn't really like this place. She hangs out at the Great Willow.
Oh, is this tavern not bougie enough?
I don't know. I don't drink, so I'm not really convinced of what the tavern. I live in a monastery, is where I've lived, and now I lived in an abandoned building.
Oh,
So pretty much everything is
Oh.
bougie.
I'm
for
sorry.
me. No, it's cool. I like it.
All right, Siggy, that's enough humble bragging. What can we do to help you folks?
We don't know who this person is.
Well, I think we can help you.
Well,
That'd
we
be
could
great.
go, check out her shop or the other tavern she hangs out at.
I mean, the tags inside the hat said that it's pretty important that she wants this hat back.
What does it say?
It says return to Merrimandy ASAP.
Yeah,
Dark-
ASAP, which I think. I mean, I don't really remember, but I'm pretty sure the ASAP means like it's urgent. Like,
yeah.
Hammond, I don't know that word. What does that word mean?
ASAP. It means when you're done with whatever you're doing, just amble on over.
Oh,
And I'm going to finish my drink. So
Quickly
Oh.
amble, probably, but yeah, we're finishing breakfast, Siggy. It's the most important meal of the day. But we should be getting over there. Do you think she's at her shop, or do you
Well-
think she's at the other tavern?
she's probably at the tavern if she's going to be anywhere because the hat club people are there. But I mean, are we not concerned that maybe she's injured or something if she lost her hat in the cave?
I don't know if she lost it or like if someone,
You think she left
stole
there?
it.
Oh, somebody stole her hat.
We don't know.
Okay.
I mean, again, we just found it.
What cave? The cave was it?
Oh, it was in Mornwood.
Oh,
Me and
Well-
we just hanging out in the back part of the cave, just hanging out
why?
because I had drank a little much
why?
too much at the Shallow Graves Distillery. my tab was really up there. And so we said, we got to go hang out in this cave. And there was a big scuttle, like people fighting and doing all this stuff. And then we ran up and everyone's dead or dying. And this one guy's holding a hat. And I said, well, I like hats. And let's take a look at that one. And then it had the tag inside. And I thought, well, why not? Why not go to Darkenhaven? Seems like it's important to someone.
Dulcinea, I don't understand any of the words that she says. What did she say?
For whatever reason, they decided to hang out in the Mornwood.
She was
I was
hanging
looking
out
for
in the morning.
I'm used to the places where it's kind of dark, being a softling and from where I'm from. But I wouldn't hang out in the Mornwood. Anyhow, they found this hat. It's got Mara Mandy's information in it. We
Yeah.
should just get it back to her.
Yeah, let's go do that. You can take her breakfast to go. Well,
Eventually,
Or maybe we should
go
maybe
back
we
to the
should just
custodians.
maybe we should talk about it a little while. Maybe Miramandy's not at home yet.
We could always check out her shop. They
I mean,
still
or-
let me in that part of town,
Or we could get to know like these people that we just met and see what you guys are doing. So far we know that you don't like to pay for your drinks. And what you make tea?
Yes, I have a tea shop.
Okay.
In fact, that's why I kind of was in the cave, because I was looking for a special mushroom that specifically grows in the Mornwood in this particular cave-like area.
Okay, it's not poison, right? You're not making poison tea?
I mean, I don't think so.
You don't think
I-
so? Anybody
don't-
died from your teas yet?
I cannot make
That's a
I
little
cannot
too uncertain for me. I won't
or
be having any of these
deny
teas.
that anyone has ever gotten sick
All
off
right,
my
deadly
teas or
teas, got it.
potions.
Yep.
Okay,
Narcan's-
where's your shop?
It's here in Darkenhaven.
Okay.
Here in
well,
Darkenhaven?
Yeah,
We're down below in the port.
that's a great question.
It's in Gloomport. Don't
That's it.
Just-
It's in Gloomport.
yeah. Let's write down the name of that shop and just never go there.
Don't be ridiculous.
Dawn.
I have friends in Gloomport.
She doesn't know if her tea is poisoned or not.
Well, maybe
I
it's
forgot
not
where I
poison,
was,
maybe
actually,
some people are
so-
just allergic to it.
Okay. Well, I'm sure that nothing nefarious was happening with you two, looking for poison mushrooms and hiding from your bar tab. But
These teas might be handy someday, Siggy. Like if we need to erase somebody's memory.
I mean,
I can make you one for sure. I can make you a memory potion.
Mm-hmm.
we
I
could just
can
eat more of
attempt
those
it.
snails.
No, those
But-
snails were
Mhm.
So-
I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys want? I mean, we'll let you keep the reward if she's there, and we'll just help you guys find your way. That's kind of what we do.
We think Mandy needs her stuff back.
Yeah, but she'll definitely give you a reward for her hat. That's like her whole thing.
All right, let's go.
So you decide to head towards the Great Willow to meet with these members of the Haberdashery Club, where perhaps Miramandy will be. So that would take us on a journey across town. And as you are, hold on just a second, I gotta get to the right map here. As you are coming down over the high bridge, you probably would take, actually, this is pretty far. You might even take a carriage together as you ride the carriage down and then just have them drop you at Sword Street here. And then as you are walking down Sword Street, And perfect timing. As you're walking down Sword Street, you get to about here and you see Saffron walk
Oh,
into Brews and Brews Alcohol and Alchemy, which is this building here, but you actually didn't make it all the way down to the Great Willow. It's about another block down. Um, and she ducks into Brews and Brews Alcohol and Alchemy.
I just immediately follow her. Guys, there's remember that's the lady that was living in our attic for so long that you said didn't exist?
No, she didn't live in your attic.
Well, you know.
What are you talking about, Sigismund?
No, her
Saffron.
stepmother lived in your attic.
Yeah,
apparently.
It's Saffron, her stepmom.
I know
gotta-
Saffron. I don't know who you're talking
No.
about.
We're gonna go find out. I gotta go. You guys are coming too. You with the hat and you with the mushrooms. Let's go.
All right.
All
Seems
right,
exciting.
So you
Siggy's
guys,
not good with names.
No, English is not my first language.
So
Neither
is mine.
to clarify from a previous episode, well, from two previous episodes, at the end of last season, the party met with Saffron and went into her childhood home and ended up fighting some cultists and her stepmother, Talolia, who was a cultist. And then at the beginning of this season, Talolia, who was a captor in the condemned building, disappeared. Sigismund says she was upstairs. Nobody else remembers her at all. Like she's never
Nope.
existed. All right. So you duck into Brews and Brews Alcohol and Alchemy. The entire front side of this shop is painted a cheerful pastel yellow, with an unpainted hardwood door flanked by a pair of large windows. Shelves of various alchemical concoctions fill the left window, while the right looks onto a bar. Above the door hangs a large wooden sign, unpainted except for its name, Brews and Brews Alcohol and Alchemy, painted in blocky formal letters with almost mechanical perfection. Two cute, chubby dragons hold the sign. The left is green, the right is blue. Inside the shop, it is split into two halves, a well-organized alchemist shop on the left side and a thriving tavern on the right. The sharp scent of chemicals blend with the aroma of malty beer and strong spirits, giving the entire space a mesmerizing atmosphere. A large glass display counter is directly across from the entrance, full of brightly colored potions. The display bears a small sign declaring its contents. Elixirs, the only elixirs brewed from liquor. The proprietors are Vassarin Zendragel, a Sarth alchemist, over 7 feet tall and skeletally thin, with an unnaturally stretched out appearance, and Chiara Lafayette, a young cleric of Buffon, with a passion for brewing and distilling alcohol. Constantly creating new and exciting recipes, she rarely makes anything in large batches. As you enter, it's very early in the day, and the only patrons are familiar to most of you. Monty, your Garun friend and fellow custodian, sits across from a former client and the daughter of Magistrate Tilholland, Saffron Starhopper. They are already in serious conversation as you enter.
Monty, Saffron.
Oh, hey, how's it going, everyone? Long time no see, I'm
Hey,
sure.
Monty. Good to see you.
Good to
Hey,
see you
Saffron.
too.
Monty, we have to find out what happened to Saffron's mother.
Oh, you're in luck. We're kind of in the midst of talking about that right now.
Oh, do you remember her?
Yeah.
Nobody else remembers her. See, I told you guys.
Amanda, you're muted.
Still don't know who you mean.
I think y'all are having the same delusion.
I don't know what's up with them, Stan.
We've literally, like, you guys don't remember last week when in Savanor, like, forgot his name, and I told it that his last name was Sin Savanor because he forgot. I mean, we have messed with so many memory slugs and things that change memories and retcons
I do
over the
remember
last
that.
like
Yeah.
few weeks. Yeah. So you guys are like still hard dug in on maybe you guys just didn't forget who this woman was.
Well, I don't drink tea, so I don't know how it happened.
So
Okay.
wait, to clarify, hello, first off. I recognize some of you. Others, I guess, hi. You don't remember my mom?
Nope.
No, they don't.
Oh.
Cool.
I'm especially disappointed in you, Stan.
She
My mother?
she lived in our attic.
No. That was my stepmother.
I remember fighting with you, but no, your mom. Mm-mm.
It was a
Nothing.
desperate, sad, tragic story.
No,
Of
they
which
don't
I've had-
remember your
Aren't they
stepmom.
all?
They don't remember
Hmm.
Telluria.
I don't know anybody by that
Yeah.
name.
These people look crazy. What the
It
hell
seems
are
like
they
right now
doing?
we're trying to establish quite a bit of a thread. There's some gaps in the story that we're trying to, I think.
I'm getting
Established
old.
right
My memory doesn't work as good as it used to.
You're as sharp as a tack. Don't you say that about yourself.
Okay.
So, what- there is some confusion among the party, and just for clarity's sake, some people do remember that Talolia was a cultist, her
Talolia.
Saffron's stepmother. Some do not, and all of you remember one thing specifically is that during that fight, when you fought the cultist, or if you remember Talolia, Monty, for example, and I think Dulcinea as well, during that fight, a spell was cast that made you disappear, like you were erased.
Oh, I'd forgotten that. It's been like 2 years. I'd forgotten that happened.
So we'll cue up Monty to explain that.
Oh, so you guys remember back when we fought Talolia and she cast a spell? No? Yeah.
I don't know who that is. I
so
remember
we-
fighting cultists.
Yeah, so here's the thing. During that fight, which we were present for, current party included, and then I guess current party was excluded for some amount of time. And I know I don't sound like I'm making much sense here, but
No, it's okay. This is just about as effective as I remember y'all being the first time around.
Listen, do you remember that time we saved your family?
No, you didn't
Yeah.
save my family. That
okay, we
didn't
can't ask
happen.
everybody if we remember anything because that's the whole crux of our problem right now. So, oh boy,
Well, I
Everybody's
do
lost it.
remember we get things done. That's what I remember.
Hmm.
motivational aside, I was gonna say, when I said party excluded, I also believe I was in a boat that we're in right now where you guys may not have even thought I existed. I might have been kind of wiped from memory for some time, and that sounds weird, but if you forget about me, you may not remember the experience forgetting about me. But now I'm back, so I'm wondering if something similar is happening where someone's gone amiss and is effectively erased themselves.
All right, Monty. You've got to take me from A to B to C. I'm lost. I'm
Oh,
over
you're-
in front of
Yeah,
I
you're
don't. Who
so
lived
far
with
out.
who?
One more time.
Well,
So,
we should
there's a
probably
lot of
introduce
memory
these
stuff.
two folks too. So,
Yeah.
What?
Monty, this is Callie and this is Brian. We're helping them
Okay.
get something back to my Aramandy.
Oh.
Monty works with us. We aren't currently staying down in Boogerton because of some recent challenges.
Yeah,
You
they
know,
got
I'm
mad
not
when the vampire's house got
sure
on
if I want to
fire.
be involved with all this. I don't really like Mira. I'm not sure if I really want to help her.
Right, but you're the key to all the weird stuff that's happening, so you need to come with us because somehow this is either something happening to you or it's your fault, and we need to like figure out which
To be
one.
clear, I'm not
He has
sure.
no tact.
Well, nothing new here, right?
Look, if something is happening that's bad to you, we need to fix it or help you fix it. But if you're doing something bad or you're being used as an ingredient to making something bad, then we need to take you with us so that if you're the cause of the bad, we can deal with that too.
Oh, to be clear, I was invited here by Monty.
Right, but Monty hasn't been like answering the communications that we send. Like we've sent
Oh.
so many notes under his door to ask him if he wants to come and do stuff with us, and he just keeps ignoring it. So like that's on him for not communicating, honestly.
And I pride myself on being a good communicator. I'm sorry about that.
It's
things are
okay.
just,
It's okay.
You know, funny enough, a lot of people in town need just someone to talk to, and I just haven't been around for that.
I would love to just sit down and talk with you sometime, Monty. Do you want to do that right now? Do you think we have time?
No.
I don't think we have time right now, but we'll rain check it. Don't worry. That
Okay.
could be a special spin-off episode.
Okay.
We just talk for 3 hours.
I
sit
looked
in
at
front of the
Callie
fire
and
and
Brienne. How are you involved in all of this?
We just
They didn't run. They didn't run when they first met us.
Oh, you should have. That's your bad.
Well, we didn't run
You see, Saffron, one of them makes tea, and the other one has a hat. So
I mean, we both have a hat.
Yeah.
Are you?
We own the hat
if you're-
collectively right now.
Yeah, we owned it collectively.
Whoa. Okay, wait. All right, so
Bipartisan hatchet.
are you part of the Hatters?
Oh no. I've heard of them. I don't know if they're a good group.
I don't have a club card.
They're mad.
But
They're
I
weird.
haven't really been in town long enough to like suss them out. But I don't know. I don't really know much about them.
Yeah, I would not entangle yourself further with Mara. She's not great.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
good to know. I mean, we just want to get
I'm
this
not
hat
right
back to
about it.
her, and because I mean I don't know, this hat may be bad. Like I feel like it has some kind of magic. Just like my senses tell me it has some kind of magic, but I don't know what kind. Or
Was there a
Okay.
fluffy creature
maybe
in
there's
it?
none.
Hang on. Okay, I think we're losing focus here. I understand that the hat is very important to you two, but there is a person who has just ceased to exist that we should really be more focused on. Like what has
Which
happened
person?
to Taloli?
What
Oh,
happened to
Taloli.
this woman living in the attic? Is that the
Yes,
lady living upstairs?
Yeah,
So why'd she
Sigismund-
live in the attic?
she was hiding.
From who?
Cult.
She
What
was
kind
a
of
cultist.
cult?
It's some-
Oh, she was a cultist, and so like she was trying to escape the cult.
Yes.
Alright.
Okay.
That's
the
one
cult
way
Do
to
you
find
put
know
her?
it.
anybody?
Another
is
way to
even
put it is you had
happening
her
here?
captured in your attic.
Yeah, and she deserved to be so, if not just murdered straight
Well, hang on.
gone.
I mean,
Are you
I
telling me,
I don't know anyone deserves to be
Monty, are you
murdered.
telling me that she is not in your possession anymore?
They don't
People
believe
can't-
she exists, Saffron.
I was
I
going to
don't
say,
know.
people don't know
Talolia-
where's...
All right,
You have-
Spam, Dulcinea, give me a wisdom save.
We're not entirely sure if people know she exists or not, so whether we have her or not.
I'm so glad you're back,
Wisdom
Monty. I
save.
feel like I've been taking crazy pills.
12.
Well, I didn't prescribe them,
All
I'll say
right.
that much.
So,
I'm not a doctor.
Dulcinea, you still do not remember her. Stan, you recall, yeah, you do remember. Now that you see Monty, you remember that there was a female cultist with brown hair that cast some spell at Monty and made him disappear. And now that it's coming back, yeah, that she was related to Saffron, and you did capture her and kind of try to question her, but now, and it's starting to come back to you.
Did this Talolia have brown hair and cast a spell on Monty?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, Monty, when you got disappeared,
Kind of
did
rings
you
a bell.
feel like you still existed?
I mean, I could see myself. I would do this, but I think you guys may have like seen physically me being erased, but I was gone from memory. I might have just been some stranger in the room, for all
So
I know.
here's the thing that's concerning, Saffron, is she has the power to do this to people. So could she have done it to herself? But I mean, so that's the most plausible theory, right? She did it to herself and escaped. But what if the cult did it to her to make us forget, so that they could take her and either convert her back or kill her or whatever? But also someone with a very vested interest who is very loud about their desires, who might want to see her disappear, is you.
Yeah, no kidding. You remember what she did to my mother?
No, 100%. Yeah, like it's messed up. But like, do you know what happened to her?
No, I don't know what happened to her.
Okay.
But
Is she
I
telling
mean,
the
I'm
truth, or
certainly
does she
planning
seem to be
on.
lying? Like, does she seem like she's being evasive, or is she like actually seem?
No, she's not being evasive. She seems like she's upset that she kind of
Okay.
trusted you guys with finding justice, and
I mean, again, putting my faith in probably the wrong group of people here.
I was going to
But
say that's her first mistake.
So
yeah,
here's the thing: is I've been trying to convince them that needs to be priority one, to go look for her for like a month, and like they're just like, no, she doesn't exist. And then Monty, I guess, was doing whatever Monty was doing. So I
Talking.
mean, there's also been like a bunch of other stuff happening that was bad.
Okay,
We
Big
set a
Brain, you just
vampire on fire.
hey, Big Brain, just tell me who to shoot.
I don't know. I don't know.
Dulcinea, go ahead and give me another save, because everybody's talking about this woman and being very specific about things.
oh my
Dulcinea is
goodness.
just not good. Actually,
She's
do it at advantage. Like, because right now you're thinking you're crazy. Like everybody
Honestly,
knows who
Monty
this is.
Monty will
Oh.
just take out his he's not the best artist, but he'll just like start drawing in his book that where normally he like takes notes for people and just start trying to draw out and maybe like start showing it to Dulcinea and be like, yeah, she had like these like, oh gosh, she had that like cultist kind of
Yeah,
vibe to her and
give
stuff
me a
too.
save with advantage as he's sketching it out.
He just
All right, and I'll
draws a hood.
describe her
It's
and
just a stick figure.
what she did.
Hey, she looked kind of like this.
And Saffron, this is your as this is all being brought back up, you've kind of since been freed from lockdown, and you've kind of went on with your life, and now this is all coming back up again.
Oh yeah. I'm sitting there completely indignant. My arms are folded, and I am just, especially at Stam, who we have a history. I'm just like, wow.
She looked kind of like
Hmm.
this.
Cult of Newell.
I love it.
Yeah, that's how she looked. That's pretty close.
I
I
mean,
grabbed the book. Really looking at the book and went,
For me, Monty.
Cult of Newell. Yeah, she had the book and everything.
what was her name?
Hello, Leah.
Leah.
Talolia. Okay.
Hello,
So was she like
It was very
an
nice.
evil stepmother? Is that? That's what I'm getting.
So.
Yes,
Yeah.
evil stepmother.
She
Are there any
murdered
good ones?
my
Brianna in
mother.
the corner
She
saying,
murdered-
think
I,
this
like,
is
go up to
more
Dulcin-
than the others."
I go up to Dulcinea. I put my hands on either side of her face. Talolia murdered my mother.
Well, then she needs to die.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Or be
Well,
where she
hang on.
was, imprisoned in someone's attic,
I don't know.
as I agreed to.
There was a
Okay,
problem
Monty,
that
that
back at
really
for the old house, and
sums it up. Love it. Put a bow on it.
So
we haven't been back in a while.
So something that Saffron and Monty have been up to since this is they've been looking into this cult of Newell, and lately, Monty, you've kind of run into a bunch of dead ends, because everybody who you were trying to talk to about the cult has now also forgotten that connection of Talolia.
It's a real
So-
humdinger when someone forgets when you're trying to question them about someone.
So there's definitely something going on here. It's not something that anybody here at the Brews and Brews has an answer to, but it looks like that there's, somebody has either erased Alolia or she erased herself or something has happened. But there's not a solution to be found here. And there's still more to figure out about why Zaponius has bought some, mechanated illusion creating things and use them against Cuthbert to try and quell some rumors that were going on. So we've got two kind of loose ends. Well, three really. You've got the mind, whoever made those mind affecting mollusks. You have the missing Talolia, and you have this Zaponius fellow who's supposedly at the same inn a block away, where Marimandy meets with her haberdashery club.
Also, would like to bring you up to speed, Monty. We have a book called The Ledger of Nothing that seems like it's probably bad. And you remember in Savanor? Like,
Yeah.
Super Know-It-All plays with stuff that he doesn't need to play with. Somebody decided to give him that book, and real worried about what that's going to entail for all of us, but something to keep on the back burner.
I will keep my eyes peeled, and I will try and talk some sense into him when I have the chance.
What's in the book?
Now,
And Dulcinea has the book currently, but yes.
No, she gave it to in Savanor last time.
Oh, you did?
Yes,
Wow.
she did. Even though we voted to not have that happen, she did.
Awesome.
Yeah. Should have given it to me. I'd barely read anyway.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. My
The
eyes
worst person
roll
to give it to.
and I stand up from the table as if I'm
Hey.
about to leave.
Hang on, Saffron. Wait. It seems
No.
like
I have to go find Talolia, who is apparently wandering the city willy-nilly. And what, am I going to trust you guys? I trusted you last time.
it looks like all the leads are pointing to. You guys said that Zaponius is over in the Great Willow, right?
Yes.
Okay. And these guys have a hat that they need to run over there anyway.
Who is
So, like,
Zaponius? Or what is Zaponius?
He makes angry butterflies that make illusions.
Oh,
Fireflies.
Tried to kill us.
Fireflies.
But he armed them for some reason, or had some arm them, and that's
Dead
just not right.
Like
I
they're
feel like
in little
having
little
just
suits,
right
or
thing.
No, they're not. They're not in little suits. They're little like
Little
robots.
mechanical fireflies.
The
you said they
robot
were armed, so I
guy?
thought like they had little suits and like.
No, he put like a
No,
stinger on their
no, like-
face.
Oh, okay.
Weapons.
in the
Yeah.
face. Oh,
Oh, you thought armed as in like
yeah.
No,
had
like I
arms?
thought armed, like maybe they had little suits of armor,
Yeah,
Um,
like
I mean,
little
you know,
Iron
like-
Man suits.
like little magical fireflies with little Iron Man suits.
Okay.
I don't know what Iron
Listen,
Man is. I
I
don't think
wish
that
you the
exists
luck
here.
with your hats. I wish you the luck with your books. I have got to go.
Well,
And-
let's go deal with
and with that-
Miramandy. Maybe you can fight her.
Saffron at that point just
Hi,
almost
Saffron.
disgusted,
I
walks
love
from the
you as an
walks
herb
from the
and
bar
of my
and
rice.
heads back down Sword Street to the east.
No, I really think that you should come with us to the Great Willow.
I feel like she may murder y'all later. Not me though, but maybe
Not
y'all.
me either. Girl, we'll just get out of here. Go to your tea shop. hang
Before I
out.
left,
Well,
I did
well, it's in
slide.
Gloomport, so we'd have a far way to go. It's not in Darkenhaven.
Yeah.
Before I left, I had slid. Monty is no longer there, but if you were there, I had slid him a piece of paper with some information I thought he'd want on there before I left.
All
She
right.
says I'm really
All right.
grumpy.
All right. So at that,
We'll figure it out.
You,
We'll figure it out.
she walks away disgusted, and you all head towards the Great Willow, which is here.
Hooray.
And I will swap over to the Great Willow. There we go. Zlevin Redbarch is the owner and brewmaster of the Great Willow Tavern. He is dwarven with a bald head and massive bushy beard, a braided mustache, and twinkling green eyes. The tip of his beard has a solid gold ring in it. He has dwarven tattoos on both arms and above his right eye. Zlevin has been trained to create different arcane brews using special ingredients from around Darkenhaven, taking advantage of the city's unparalleled markets. However, his most famous brew is the Pile Cinnamon Ale, which he uses leaves from the Pile tree. Zlevin's father, Quarren Redbarch, is alive but sick and stays elsewhere in the tavern, being tended to by his doting son. You see Mayor Mandy sitting with an old man wearing a hat, and the hat has a fool card tucked into its brim. He spins a grand tale, causing her to laugh as you approach. And that is how I found my way into the bed of Lord Bender and Ironflagon. As your large party approaches, both patrons of the Great Willow Tavern can read and sense the purpose on your faces, and their expressions turn to confusion. A hint of recognition plays across Mara's face as she looks at Sigismund, but it's obvious that she cannot put a name to a face. So here is, I'm going to pull up some, show this to the players. This is the proprietor, Zlevin Redbarch.
He's very handsome.
And of course, there's Mara Mandy.
Mayor Mandy will definitely be wearing a hat. However, the representation of Mayor Mandy will not, because it will not sit on my head with the headphones. So just everyone know, she is still wearing a hat.
I know. What does the hat look like that we have?
Your hat looks different.
Okay.
Hold on.
It looks like a witch's hat, I bet. Oh, yes.
Your hat looks like
That lovely little
The one she's wearing in the picture.
The one that you've seen her wear a million times.
I had to make sure.
So I will, when I see her, I'll be like, oh, there she is. Hello, Mayor Mandy.
hello.
We brought some people here. It's nice to meet you, Mayor Mandy. I like when we meet someone that we know, how we say their name to them.
Oh, I enjoy that too. Isn't it strange how many random names are out there in the world? So many different cultures. But yes, I think we should make an effort to try and say people's names the way that they're meant to be said.
Well, it's not like we have a list of like 80 people who have like 3
extremely long names
on different platforms where they send mail and that kind of thing that you have to remember. So it's not like it's just one name.
Have you ever been to my parasol shop before?
No, I don't carry an umbrella. I don't know. I live outside.
But you have, young lady. You enjoy my wares?
I love your parasols. Your hats are gorgeous too.
Oh, thank
I'm
you.
Dulcinea, by the way.
Oh, Dulcinea. I wrapped her in a warm hug. How are you? How are you doing this beautiful day?
I'm just wonderful. So these two ladies here, Callie and Brienne, found something that we think might belong to you.
Okay. I look up with a big smile. Hello.
Hello, my love.
Oh, hello. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Awesome. So what did you guys find?
I see your love of hats. I've got a great hat.
You have a magnificent hat. Stunning. I love how it ties into your whole outfit.
It does. I mean, it's kind of grown up with me.
Does it
I'm
have
not
any
very tall.
magic?
Well, maybe.
Okay. I understand. Lady's got to have her secrets.
Yeah.
I
I
love-
think maybe my friend Brianne and I found maybe something that you're missing.
What is it?
Well, what have you been missing? And what's it worth to you?
I don't know. Why don't you tell me?
Well, I mean, we both talked about things we love.
Uh-huh. Oh, yes. I do love my hat. I have a
Yeah,
particular
it's
hat.
a hat.
Yes, I have a particular hat. And it's worth very much to me.
Brianne,
Tell us
you
about
think-
this
what you
hat.
thinking here?
It's pointy, but it loves to travel, and it will always find its way back to me eventually. But sometimes,
So it's
Yes?
magical?
oh, absolutely, it's a magical hat.
Hmm.
But yes, it loves to travel with different people and see different sights and different smells. I know it's weird, but it can sense all those things.
Hats can smell?
Oh, this one can.
So is it like the sorting
Oh,
hat?
nice.
Does it
Oh, the
talk?
sorting hat. That sounds
Yeah.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Does it
finds
talk?
me quite hilarious when other people don't.
I think it talks depending on the person.
Yep. I think maybe we might have a little something that you've been missing.
Oh, you have my hat.
Maybe.
Okay. Well,
Can you
feel free.
describe the hat?
Yeah, well, yes, it's pointy and wonderful.
Oh.
I don't know if that's what we
Brianne?
have.
But guys, it has her name inside it. It's
Allegedly. We don't
she's
know.
holding it. You're holding it behind your back to show her the hat.
Oh,
We don't
listen,
know.
She's trapped.
Maybe there's another Mandy. We don't know.
you
Maybe there's
listen,
another
if
sniffing
you
hat.
if you have my hat,
And
What?
you're talking about knowing about a hat. It's my hat. I
it's
found
your
my
hat. It's
It's
your
It's
hat.
got her, it's
Mine
got her
right
name
now.
in it.
Oh,
Mara, you remember the last time I met you. I said, all you have to do is say my name and I'll tell you the truth and I'll help you out. So you just say, I need your help and I'll tell you where the hat is.
Oh.
Here's what happens when you get someone that's all truthful and honest and things. I'm trying to make a deal here, sir.
That is Siggy
oh,
for sure.
listen. Here's the deal, Callie. First off, I adore you already, and I appreciate your street smarts and your attempt to make a deal. And I will give you something in exchange for my hat. However, if you want to keep traveling with it, you are more than welcome to. It will come back to me in due time, whenever it wants to.
It's a pretty
Well,
strong
yeah.
bargaining position, I got to tell you. Just do what you want. It's going to come back. You guys aren't going to get anything.
I know. My thing is, I already have a fantastic hat,
I could make it even more fantastic.
but oh yes. So
Yeah?
I was wondering maybe you could put a super band on this, like a, right here around the spot here,
I certainly
like a
can.
band of like truth saying or
Oh, okay.
something
I
like
can
that.
absolutely put an enchantment on your hat if you would like. A band of
Right.
truth saying?
Yeah, something fantastic. So what I know when people are not telling me the truth, I love.
Wouldn't that just make you tell the truth?
No,
That's what I was thinking.
Seems
yeah.
pretty bad
Yeah.
for somebody
Okay,
who
how
doesn't
about
pay their
this?
bills.
How
Sounds
about
like a genie wish.
how about a band of truth
Hearing,
telling?
Sensing? Sensing?
Or
maybe?
wait, sensing, yes.
like a zone of truth band.
Like the truth
That's
sayers.
not a truth.
Like
Truth
this.
saying, that's what I
I'll
was
just
trying to
add
say.
it
like,
on
I
the
can
truth.
lie and lie and lie, and everybody else has to tell me the truth. That'd be.
I
great.
think that's totally it's up to God, of course. Does God say that's okay? Corey?
Yeah.
Okay, absolutely I can do that for you.
I love God.
Here, can I see
What'd you call your
my
god?
hat first?
Corey?
Yes, absolutely.
Now,
Here's your hat, darling.
thank you. Brianne, was there something that you wanted as well?
I would love a hat, but I don't look good in hats.
Oh, everybody looks good in just the right hat.
Mandy, don't push this. She has trauma about
Monty
hats.
pulls out just like a really wide brimmed hat and just like starts adjusting it, and then it's like, no, right now.
But
Yeah.
you don't have to just have a hat. You can also have a very simple parasol.
I could go with a parasol. I do like little umbrellas. They're just so adorable, especially in the little drinks at the tavern. But
Oh, so immediately
I
I
could go
pull
on and on
out
about
from
those.
my pocket a little umbrella. Here you are.
Oh,
Yep.
awesome! Thank you.
To protect you from the sun too. Got to make sure you.
Oh no,
protect
it's
your
a little umbrella, like the drink ones that she said that she liked.
But I could technically cast like enlarge on it and make it a giant umbrella.
I mean, I could also just give you a giant umbrella.
No, I like this idea better.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. Okay,
What
so
about
I take
Nice.
Callie's hat and I dig into my little bag that I have on my side and I put a little ribbon on there and then I turn away from everybody and then I do a little something, something. Here you go, my dear.
Oh, hello.
Hi, Callie. Yes, here's your hat.
This looks stunning. I love it.
Oh, it is stunning. Now, full disclosure, it does not work on me as the enchanter, but anyone else, you may use it on.
Well, you would never need to lie to me, love. You're too
Aw.
precious for that.
You know, so many
I
people
would like
tell
to
me
cast
that.
So it's a modified zone of truth spell. So basically, you can cast it 3 times a day through your hat just by tipping the hat, and it's modified, meaning that everybody in the radius of the spell has to tell the truth, except for Mara Mandy.
Man, it's like a big umbrella that comes out that says truth, 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 truth. No one underneath the umbrella spell
That's-
or Mandy.
Excuse
has
me,
to-
sweetie, like a parasol, like a parasol.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just a hat.
I don't like umbrellas.
Why don't you like umbrellas?
Because they're not
No.
parasols. He probably likes parasols.
Well,
He
no,
just
like,
likes to
back
sit in
when
the
they
rain
used-
and get wet.
Back when I used to worship Radian, I used to love the rays of the sun. It's beautiful.
Mm. Wow, that does sound lovely. Is there anything I can do for anyone else?
Yeah, I would love a name tag for my jacket.
I can definitely make a name tag for you. So I
Okay.
go into my little bag and I pull out this bright pink fabric.
Okay.
What was your name again, sweetie?
What?
Spell it.
What? But we've met each other like 6 times now.
He wants
Oh,
you to spell the name.
Yes.
He gets
Okay.
it right.
It's spelled phonetically.
You know, like we said earlier, there are just so many names.
Okay.
But I'll take a guess. I'll take a guess.
Okay. Okay.
So
You
Yeah.
could just put Siggy on there.
Okay.
Yeah, Siggy. Siggy.
oh, Siggy.
Who that? Who that?
And I put this
I
IGGY.
bright pink name tag on you, and I
Okay.
put like a little flower next to it to pin it on.
I love it. Yeah, that's good. I like it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Does it make
Oh.
me immortal?
No.
Ah,
I mean,
I
if
don't forget
you.
if the name tag continues on forever and someone finds it, then you would be immortal. They'd be like, "Who's this
True.
Sigismund?" It's like
You
going
died
down in a
twice.
history book.
Mhm,
Everybody dies
exactly.
twice. Once when you're
Um,
once when you die, and once when the last person remembers your name.
Mhm.
I mean, I
Wow,
took some
that's-
magic.
That's
I pat
really
him on the
deep.
back.
I like that.
Yeah.
I might steal that from you and use it sometime. I hope you don't mind.
It was in a movie,
oh,
book somewhere. But yeah, that sounds good. Thank you, Mandy.
it's Mira.
Yeah, your last name though is Mandy. I call people by their last name because nobody knows my last name.
Oh, interesting. I love these little factoids.
I tell people, they just don't remember.
Okay. Well, I wish you all the best of luck. Would you like to keep my hat a little bit longer on your journeys, or would you like to give it back to me?
I mean, it's taking up a lot of space in my bag. I don't have a ton of room in it.
Oh,
So,
trust me,
I think
it won't want to travel with someone who doesn't want to travel with it. Here, why don't you just give it back to me?
I only have one head.
That
It's
is very
probably
fair, and it is wonderful. Have you ever by any chance been to the Gloomport?
I live there currently.
Oh, okay. How about you, Callie?
Oh, I knock about.
I gotcha. Well,
Okay.
if you ever
Well-
want to, I
Well, now
have a
hang
lot
on.
of friends in the Gloom. Yes.
Now you've been in here, right? How long you been in here?
Like in Darkenhaven?
No, in this room.
A little while.
Yeah,
Have you
we've been
s-
here swapping tales most of the morning.
Well, look, we're looking for this little guy. What was his name? Sigismund or Stammen?
Zaponius.
The
Zaponius. Blamboodle.
Bamboodle.
Bamboodle guy.
Bamboozle.
Blamboodle sounds like something your guns will do. Blamboodle. Sorry.
That's a little
Um,
too fancy for my guns, but yes. They just go blam.
Yeah.
Have you
Okay.
seen him?
And what is this Zeponius? What is he a human elf?
He's a
Oh,
gnome.
man.
A gnome?
About my height.
why are you looking for him?
He's a bad man.
He
Oh.
twisted some stuff.
We
He
need
did
to
what?
figure out.
He
There's-
twisted some stuff. Some
Oh,
artificery things that attacked Cuthbert's.
Oh,
shop.
Cuthbert the barber?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
he does
Yeah.
a wonderful job. I mean, look at my beard, says
Yeah.
the old man.
He thought he was having
Nice
a psychotic
guy.
break, but we fixed
Yeah.
it.
I feel like I think he was just here. Like I think he was surrounded by like a bunch of like thick-necked dwarves who looked like maybe like bodyguards, and literally right before you came here, it was kind of crazy. They all went up to the roof.
Did you hear what they
Oh.
were talking about?
No, I was deep in conversation, but you always like to have your wits around you in a place like this, especially as a fine lady.
Hmm.
Like we both just hummed at the same time.
I mean,
I
literally, that
figured
was
out my
just like
mystery pipe.
that was
You have
just
to
like a
exit
couple minutes
out.
ago. So
I was
gonna-
maybe if you're looking for him, you might be able to still catch him.
I just
Yeah,
turned around and walked towards the stairs.
Yeah, I'm right there.
Hold on. Is there any
Thank
way to
you,
get out of?
Mandy. I'll stop by
Monty's
back to
gonna-
the shop. I've got to go catch up with these folks. We've got to ask this guy questions.
I will
wanna
see
come,
you
Mandy?
so soon. Oh no, I have to stay here and finish my meeting. I have other business to attend to. But please, please.
More haberdashers are going to join us, and we were going to do a tour. We may not even be here when you come back down, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Ah,
But
We
yes,
could only hope.
I would love to see you at the Perilous shop at any time, Dulcinea. You are more than welcome.
Thank you.
I take a business card from you too as love.
Before we leave, I want to pull out a little bottle out of my bag, because I thought I had the spell enlarge, but I actually don't. But I think I have a little bottle in my bag that can do enlarge. So could I try to enlarge my little umbrella, my little parasol?
Oh, sweetie. Okay, listen, let me just tell you something. I have a great parasol that I think you would like even more. It's called the
Oh.
Kaleidoscope Canopy.
Oh,
And it
okay.
is a thing of beauty.
okay.
So I reach into my bag and I pull out a beautiful parasol. This is for you.
Oh, what does it do?
Yeah, this thing is great. Take it, darling. You'll love
Oh no,
it.
no, I do. I do take it. I just want to know about it.
Yeah, I mean, I know everything about it, totally. I just need a little
Some help.
reminder.
Oh,
Yes.
you can send it by mail.
Okay.
Scroll down
my
on
Black
the
I
Fort
do remember
location.
everything about every parasol I've ever made.
scroll down on the
It's like you know
card.
everybody's name who's important.
Indeed.
So,
I feel
so,
like
so
this
Monty,
thing
Monty,
has
you
cut-
see the parasol, and you can identify it. So if you just want to scroll down and
Yeah. It's I mean, it looks like a kaleidoscope, and it's a whole splash of colors, or a spray of colors, if you will.
And it keeps the sun
Um,
off you.
I'm sorry?
And it keeps the sun off.
That's the most important part. Got to make sure you protect your skin.
Oh yeah,
Um,
I don't want to tan. Not that I
No.
can, but
Always got to make sure you have that healthy complexion. But yeah, so what you
I
looks
try.
like it has the essence of the spell color spray. Looks like it might be limited and just maybe a little extra time in the sun, like I don't know, solar panel. It'll recharge after some time.
oh, okay, awesome. I mean, I always want to protect myself from the sun, so
And your enemies.
that sounds wonderful.
Color spray.
And the devil.
Thank you so much, Mandy.
Oh, you are so welcome. And hey, Callie, don't you ever lose that spirit of yours. I think it's fiery. I like it.
Oh, thank you. Don't plan on it.
Monty, oh, hey, just a reminder that you have a little paper in your pocket that you might want to read. Nara doesn't actually know that. She just kind of pats your pocket and says hello. But before I leave, Mandy leaves, I want to make sure you read that note that Saffron left you. I will just, Corey, can I just tell him what the note says?
Yeah.
Okay. This is written from Saffron. You left your chair when Saffron gave you this note. Otherwise, I'm sure
So
you would
sorry
have read
about
it
that.
at the other. It's fine. So Saffron would have left you a note that said that to answer your question, that she had learned that Shade Blamboodle was seen using dark magics to free her brother Mesmo from the sanitarium recently, and is rumored to have some tie to the cult.
So the Blamboodles are bamboozling us. Nope.
Oh,
And then-
no.
I tried.
Back to Mara, though.
That's
Mara's
a tongue
like,
tie, right?
you can still catch them if you just probably just go up to the roof, or at least see where maybe they went.
Yeah.
We're
But
all
it has-
over it.
It has been
was gonna
such a
say-
delight to speaking with you. So you all.
Bye,
Alright.
Mandy.
Bye.
Bye.
All right,
Dwarves.
so you climb up the stairs, and I think everybody can see that you get to the top. There's this kind of landing inside, and then there are windows looking out to the rooftop. The thing in one side of the room that you're in is this basically a huge tree, and this tree actually grows up through the tavern itself. And as you go up the stairs, you see that there's part of that tree there. You can see out the windows, and you sure enough see some dwarves that are armed with crossbows and cudgels, kind of looking around and kind of looking over the edge, but you do not see any gnomes from this vantage point. Yeah, so if you hold down or click on your token so it's selected and then hit Control L, you can see what your character can see, because there will be, some blind spots and stuff. So we'll go ahead and go on a knit, even though there's no combat yet, just because depends on what people do. So
He has to start it first, guys.
hold on a second. Turn order.
Also, it has me as a +0, even though I do have a +1, but that's okay.
Yeah, it does that. I haven't changed mine.
It's
You
not
Yeah,
can-
you could just up your dex to 12, and it will do that if you go into your character, but it's
It don't matter too much.
all right.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. It really is
The
the splicing.
init order is empty, so go ahead and click on your token and click on
That
the
was
the
so
button.
nice. I had an 18.
I have
Oh.
17.
No, you
That's
have
even better. That's a nat 20.
which is better.
Oh wait, click on my token and then what? Roll in.
And then-
Sorry.
Yeah,
In the top
that's it.
left, yeah.
And then what?
And then click on
Corey,
the
stop.
little button that says roll in it.
In
on
the top left of your
left.
screen, it should be.
And it might be covered by, if you still got pictures all over the place, close out those pictures of things that I was showing, because it might be hidden behind one.
So should it then pop up like my number or?
It would be in the chat is where your number would pop up, but
I
Corey's
got you.
probably
You got
gonna
a
pull up-
20. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
You rolled a couple
awesome.
times, actually.
I never get a 20. Like this is amazing.
And
Yeah,
then-
you and I both got 20s on ours. Oh,
I
there's
usually
a-
roll ones.
All right. So, Brienne, you're first. What do you do?
There's a lot of people on this list.
There are a lot of people.
It's
I mean,
a target-rich environment.
are these bad people?
You don't know.
They were
Uh,
angry.
Let's kill them
dwarves.
and let
You
God
just
sort it
you,
out.
you know that this gnome that you haven't seen, it should be up here. That they came up with a bunch of bodyguards, and that the people you're traveling with say that the gnome paid somebody to do a lot of damage. to a local barber shop.
Okay. I'm gonna turn to Sigismund and be like, what do we need to do here? I mean, there's a lot of people here. I don't really know anyone. I'm a little anxious to do anything.
Sternly interrogate.
Oh, I'm not really a stern type person. I mean, I guess I could
Let the
try.
pacifists go, yeah.
Well, we're just going to interrogate.
Okay, I guess I'll walk in a little bit.
Well,
All right.
you could let me, if you don't want, in case they're violent, I could walk in first. So that
Yeah,
if they
I mean,
hit,
I'm really not a violent person. I make potions.
All right. Then do you just want to wait for kind of?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna hold my turn.
Okay.
good plan.
Monty, you're up next.
Oh goodness. So it looks like these are doors right now that we can technically see a little bit through. Is that correct?
Those are windows, and then there's a door right next to right here.
Oh, okay. I see the door specifically. Okay. Does it appear that they would be able to see us through the windows?
Yeah, this guy here is actually kind of looking through the window at you and Sigismund. And this one over here is looking through the window at Stam and Dulcinea as they come up the steps.
Do they appear to be approaching us in any way or aggressive in any?
No, they're
just
kind of
looking at us
glaring.
right now.
Yeah, they're just kind of glaring through the window at you.
Flare back.
Do I kind of want to almost like try to deceive them right now and be like, we all have like a drink, but we just look like we want to come up to the rooftop. So Monty's right now going to take some of his movement and just kind of start going around towards the window so we can get a better view of what's going on outside, and just probably right now not take any significant action, but noting that there's several gnomes outside that are eyeballing us. I'll just kind of relay that and say, yeah.
Yeah, these are what you see here are dwarves. Some
That's
really
what I
brawny
said.
dwarves. Yeah.
Gnome, but I meant dwarves. I apologize. Oh, that sounds racist.
All right, Stan.
I have
you are
to use
next.
use the right nomenclature. No, I'm just
All right. I would like to cast Spider Climb and not use it. I'm just going to go over to the door and open it
All right.
and go on out for a peek at things.
So as you get there, between the two bodyguards, they kind of armbar a little bit and private party. Sorry. Now, from that vantage point, you can see three gnomes down the hallway. I think yeah, you can see them.
no. Well, no, I'm not in turn order anymore if I do that.
All right. I'll just hold there and see what the rest of my friends want to do.
All right. Dulcinea?
How high is the bottom of that windowsill?
3 foot.
So she's gonna actually go over to the window over here. And
Hey,
they'll-
hey. And
peeking
as you
out the
jump,
window.
as you're peeking out the window, this bodyguard here just kind of looks at you and goes, like waving you to go away.
Waving back.
All right, Sigismund.
I haven't done this before, Corey, but you've given me a little bit of status with Sigismund. That he's a little well known. So I'm gonna walk up to the door and see that they're like holding Stammen back, and I'm gonna use thaumaturgy to like start making the like windows on this building shake a little bit. and like amplify my voice a little bit and go, "Do you know who I am? I am Captain Sigismund Crane of Radiant's 4th Regiment, slayer of demons, holder of the lockdown of the Pardon Stone. How dare you bar entry to us?" And see what
All right.
happens.
Give me an intimidation roll.
I'm probably good at that. Oh my god, it's a natural 20! Hang on, I've got to show it because it's the Gooey Cube 22. Look at that. It's
You still can't see
amazing.
it.
Wait, it's green,
Look at that
so
beautiful
we can't
background.
see. Look at that.
No.
Would you look at that?
It's
You see it? You can't
Look
because
at
it's
my
green.
little
no, it's all chroma keyed
It's
out.
green.
Oh no, it's green. Crap.
And
Witness
you will
me.
never
We didn't
put
think
it
about
all
this when we made
time.
dice.
It's
Oh,
also in
Corey,
a
I forgot
green
to-
dot stripe.
Corey, I forgot to ask you something. What kind of weapons do these guards have?
They are holding crossbows and cudgels.
Oh, I just had an idea. I mean, we need to get rid of these guys, right?
I mean,
I don't know.
they haven't come aggressively yet. They're just being, I think, a little intimidating. I can maybe
I
try
mean-
and...
I think
So-
I have an idea. If I could like use my action now.
You were holding your action, so go ahead and do what you're
Oh.
going to do before I go with my next turn.
I'm gonna cast Druidcraft and make it smell like there's a skunk in the air, like in the room, and see if like maybe the smell makes them
Not so much
leave.
for my natural 20 that I just rolled. That was
I am
right.
Stinky Sigismund. Let my people go.
Yeah.
I am known across the
Didn't even
land.
get to hear the resolution of that, and Whitney was just like, "I'm just gonna do this."
Oh,
That's great. That's awesome. All right, so the two bodyguards kind of step away from Stam, and you don't know if it's because of the smell emanating out of the windows and the door, or if it was Sigismund. But what you do
I'll
here,
look at the guards and I'll go, sorry.
but you do, since it's Zeponius's turn, he says, Sigismund Crane? That's the custodians.
Well,
Guards, subdue them. Get that book.
Good.
Uh,
I thought we don't have the
I'm
book.
really glad I
you don't have the book.
I'm like, we don't have the book.
Zeponius
Nope.
doesn't know this.
Oh, okay. I
He's
was like,
just a little guy.
All right, and he can only. I don't think he can see Stan. Maybe barely. Make Control L there. Yeah, barely.
So I've got at least partial cover.
You've got partial cover, so I'm going to roll at disadvantage as he conjures a fiery bolt that flies wide. It actually singes this tree here. And then this bodyguard, is that comes to here. That bodyguard will come up to here. And this guy will close and cudgel at Stam. That is a 13.
That will miss.
All right. And then that bodyguard will step to here and shoot a crossbow at Stam. And that is a 20
20. Yeah, that hits.
on the die.
Oh, that's a clean 20.
Clean 20. So that would be 9 points of piercing.
Okay.
And now
Didn't
we
feel
will
great.
now we will clear the turn roster, and it's a knit again.
I am rolling fairly well right now.
Don't say that
So-
out loud.
Well, I mean, it's in the chat.
Rolling all the hits.
Oh, then again, y'all are rolling well too.
All right. Sort. Mesmo is first. All right, Mesmo will move to here. So here. And Mesmo points at Stam and says, we found you have the book and you've got to give it to us. Drop the book. Give us the book. And give me a wisdom save.
18.
All right. You don't feel compelled to do anything. Not that you have the
I
book.
couldn't if I wanted to.
Sigismund, you're next.
All right. So, in continuation of trying to disrupt Corey a little bit by doing things that he may not be prepared for, I'm going to move out this door
This is nothing unusual.
and put my back to stamina a little bit, but then I'm going to move just here and I'm going to cast, for the first time ever, Find Steed. And I'm going to summon a celestial warhorse on the roof of this tavern now.
Okay.
Are you going to ride down that lane?
Oh, yeah, I'm hopping on his back.
Nice.
And his initiative is mine.
Corey, I think you should make him roll for the size of the steed. Because what if it's
Yeah,
like a miniature pony?
Human mount, or is it like a Delta male mount? Because those are two very different things.
Oh, it's a large man mount, because he's large and kind of getting heavy in his old age. So then he is going to do otherworldly slam on this one that's closest to me, which is 15 to hit.
This one closest to you, that's a miss.
Okay, and then that is my action for the turn.
I'm trying to find. Let's see. How big is that?
No, don't have a
Okay.
token, Corey.
There we go. There's a token. So
No!
you basically, the two of you take up those two spaces.
Okay.
Is that your horse token? Is that what that is?
Nay.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
You asked me equestrian. I'm an equestrian, and I'm done now. I'll leave.
Hey, that's enough of that.
All right, and that one is.
I'm
this
so
guy
tired
here.
that this is hilarious.
He's gonna move to here and shoot at Sigismund with a
On the
14.
That misses.
All right. And the one next to Stam will try and cudgel him again. And that is a 19
That just hits.
for 3 points. Dulcinea, your turn.
Do these windows open?
Yes, you can slide it open.
She's going to boost it open and go through the window
Sorry.
All right.
Check.
and sneak out just a little bit here. Just a little bit. I don't know this guy. These are bad guys, right? She's gonna
Yeah, they
take
seem
out-
to be attacking your friends, so
She's gonna take out her little light crossbow and try to hit that guy there. That one.
okay.
Okay, hang on. I gotta look at my and remember how to do math. Does a 13 hit?
A 13 does not hit.
Okay, so it's gonna go skipping by, and then she's gonna duck back behind the tree.
Okay. And that would be the one on next to Sigismund as a horse just appears next to him. He will try to cudgel Sigismund. 20, dirty 20 this time.
Yeah.
First I thought you
Yeah.
said cuddle.
Cudgel. He's gonna try to.
He's gonna cuddle.
Maybe he
him.
is.
It's
Oh, it was a
4
crit
points.
cuddle too. Oh,
4 points.
it was extra soft and adorable.
Right. And Monty, your turn.
All right, so Monty hearing things flying and pinging and all that stuff is going to make his way out the door and be like, oh man, there's a lot of them over there, aren't there? And he is going to cast a level 3 spell. He is going to cast Hypnotic Pattern. So in a 120-foot range and then a 30-foot square cube, you create a twisting pattern of colors in a 30-foot cube within range. The pattern appears for a moment and vanishes. Each creature in the area who can see it must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or have the charmed condition for the duration. While charmed, the creature has the incapacitated condition at a speed of 0.
Okay.
So
and where is this 30-foot
I'm gonna
square?
figure it out. Do I want them? Because it's 120 feet, so I could definitely hit several of these guys. So that's 20 that way. It's just out of the front door. Let's go here. No, I'm gonna get all 4 of these guys. Let's just get all 4 of them in that little cube. So do you need me to ping?
Yeah, ping the center of it. And how big is it? 30?
30-foot cube.
So basically all 5 of them. Because Mesmo's in that 30-foot cube as well, I think.
Perfect.
All right. So
they have a DC 15 wisdom save.
All right, let's start with Mesmo. 20 on the die. Bodyguard 1, 15. What did you say the DC was?
DC is 15, so saves.
Okay. Second bodyguard 1 on the die. All right. So he is mesmerized. A 6. He is mesmerized. And then they get to save again at the end of their turn, and a 16.
It says the spell ends for the affected creature if it takes any damage or if someone else uses an action to shake the creature out of its stupor. It is a concentration spell, so I will have to roll concentration checks if I'm hit.
Okay.
But it's not a constant like DC save.
Okay. Somebody has to try and shake them out of their stupor.
Gotcha. It would cost them an action. So, 2 of them are down right now. If the other 2 wait, get them out of their stupor and whatnot. But Monty just goes, "Hey, look over there," and then.
Okay.
Oh, look, a bird! Yeah.
Stamond.
All right. I am going to scoot around this guy, and then here. And then I am going to stride up the tree about 10 feet so that I'm just out of cudgel range. That'll if I go vertically, that's still going to incur an attack of opportunity, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, all right. I'm going to clear this guy out first. He's going to get Hammer of Light. That is a 19 to hit.
That hits.
All right. What is that? Oh, max. 14 radiant damage.
Okay.
Then I'm going to fire again. That's going to be a 21. And that's going to be 12 radiant damage.
Okay.
Is he still standing?
He's still standing.
How's he looking?
He's looking very radiified.
Okay. All right. And then the last one was a natural 1.
Okay. All right. So you go climbing up there. after you try to take him down, right? Or are you staying next to him?
Oh, do I want to incur?
Yeah.
I'm going to wait.
Okay.
Call me if there's anything wrong.
All right. So that was Stammen, Zebotic, this guy.
I'll be up
does-
like 5 feet where he can still swing a cudgel, but if he goes
Okay.
down or moves, I'm gonna go up.
Okay, this guy's standing there kind of stupefied. Callie, your turn.
All right, I'm gonna move. If I move past this guy right here, am I gonna get opportunity attack? No.
When you leave from being threatened, so if you're like, if you move to there, that's fine. You can kind of juggle all the way around that guy if you wanted to, but as soon as you kind of leave the area where he threatens you, he can hit you.
All right. I'm gonna do some vicious mockery on that guy.
All right. I've got an 8 to
No,
save.
no, it's a 14. So you take 1d6 psychic damage.
All right. Give me
Do I
the
roll that?
D6. Yep.
3,
3
and you have disadvantage
disadvantage on my next attack. All
on
right.
your attack rolls. Yep.
I'm gonna put him. Oh, okay. All right. Brienne?
Okay, I am going to. I think I'm going to use my thorn whip on the guy that's next to Stan.
Okay.
That's a bad guy, right? Yeah.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
guy here.
Uh-huh. That is a 10 plus my spell mod, which is 5, I think. Where did it go? Oh, I'm sorry, 3. So that's a 13.
13's a miss.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm doing nothing.
Appreciate the effort.
But you're just gonna stay right where you are, right?
I'll go on and move up to. How do I move?
And just grab your token and drag it.
Okay.
It looks like. Oh, hit the little select icon at the very
okay.
top left. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
There you go. All right. So Shade's turn. Shade will come to here. I don't think Shade can see anybody. Shade cannot. Actually, Shade will come to here. And, hey, you! Stop standing around and looking dumb. And wake that guy up. And then move to here. All right. Which one's that? Up here. Okay, so this guy will come down. Oh no, he'll just stay there. He'll stay there and shoot the crossbow at Sigismund. That is an 18. Miss. All right. Zeponius. Zeponius will move to here. And Monty. Actually, his bodyguards are out of the way. Yeah, Monty and the horse and Sigismund give me a dex save. As a lightning bolt comes arcing from Monty to Sigismund.
You said reflex?
Yeah, dex save. Yeah.
Dexterity.
Sorry. Sorry. I've been listening to the podcast. 16.
All right, so you're going to take half.
Poop. How much? I would have to then roll a concentration check, which I'll have to remember what that entails. I think it's DC 10 if it's a certain amount of damage.
16 is your total damage.
That's halved?
8 is your total damage.
I was like, oh no. All right, and then to see if I maintain my concentration. No, I do not maintain my concentration.
So this guy wakes up.
So yes.
All right.
It's going to be 16 for me, Corey, and 12 from a horse.
All right. So the horse is going to take 16. You're going to take 8. And then
Okay.
Then this bodyguard here is going to move to there, see the guy hanging from the wall, and shoot. That would be a 16. I think that misses.
That's a miss. Yep.
And then this bodyguard that just woke up will come up here and shoot at Monty. And that's a 3 on the die. 3 on the die.
Ah, that hits. No,
and that is the bottom of the round. So we're gonna do the first of these layer actions. Mesmo's curse of Blamboodle's past. Mesmo waves his hands in the air as he cries out, "Oh, Mama, Mama, what's wrong? Look at me, Mama." The air between his fingers becomes fractured and patterns of black and white triangles spin in the air before him. Anyone who can see Mesmo must make a DC 14 charisma save. So
Who is Mesmo?
Mesmo.
Mesmo is up here. So I'm thinking
I can't see him. I'm behind
you
the tree.
can't see him.
I can't see him.
I'm gonna say Stam can't see him either.
Okay.
I can like halfway see him.
Yeah, I'll give you advantage on your save.
Oh, then that's a nat 20.
All right.
I don't think she needs it.
Well, the first one's a 4, so.
And so I think you're the only one who could see him. Okay, good. So you have a vivid memory about your own mother. You feel the pang of sadness for Mesmo's apparent pain, but you're able to shake it off.
Uh-huh.
All right. And now we re-rolling it.
Oh, yay.
The roll 20
Nat
dice
20!
giveth, and the roll 20 dice taketh away.
We're all rolling low.
The lowest initiative ever. Just
I've been
let
like progressively
everyone
getting.
know.
Well, I'm
Rush.
frustrated because I read my spell attack bonus incorrectly. It's a 6, not a 3.
Oh,
Yeah, but it's fine.
all right.
You weren't at
Well,
your proficiency.
Yeah.
So all the ladies are just holding
which
back.
one were you attacking?
The one that was next to Stan. So it would have been I think I rolled so it would have been a 16 instead of a
16?
13. Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll damage. 'Cause
Okay.
this might free up Stam to do something different.
That's a so oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. That is a 7.
7 does it. So after all that fiery radiant damage, you're able to take him down. He goes unconscious.
Awesome.
All right. So Shade comes around the corner here, sees Dulcinea, and these tentacles of black energy come circling around her arms, and she points at you, and they kind of shoot out at you, and that's 24 to hit.
Oh,
Ooh.
no.
Can I duck?
Take the hat off, dearie.
I'm going back to the window.
Take 16 necrotic damage.
Get wrecked, nerd.
Ow!
Give us the book. Give us the Legistre I must have it. Sigismund, your turn.
Dave. The
It's
book
time
is
to go
coming back.
murder mode. I'm going to attack him with both of my attacks. That's a 23 on the first one and an 18 on the second.
Does the horse get to attack too?
He does. So do those both hit, Corey?
Yes, yes.
And then I'm going to smite with both of them. So that's
Okay.
one level of smite on each one. So the first one
Pacifist
is...
mode off.
Oh my god, I rolled max on my smite. So that's 16 plus 1. It's 17 plus 3 is 20 damage on the first one.
Okay.
This might do it.
He's still up.
20 damage on the first one. Yeah, he's still there.
Aw.
And that's 16 on the second one.
Now he's not. He
All right.
goes flying up back against the wall.
Have the Wilhelm
Then
scream.
with my bonus action, I'm going to lay on hands. Monty, have you taken damage?
I took a little bit. A little bit of shiggity shock. 8 damage total. For me
8
right now.
damage?
I'm doing okay right now. If
You're okay?
needed.
Okay.
Yeah,
Then
and
in
I
that
also
case,
can heal if needed.
Horse is going to charge the one directly ahead of me, Corey. I can't control his token.
Does your horse have a name?
Horse.
His name is
Polkadot.
Rachmaninoff.
His name is Horus.
And
Rachmaninoff?
he is going, he's
Ragnarok.
going to miss horribly because it's just a 13.
Ragnarok.
Okay.
And that's
Called
my turn.
Rock, for short.
All right.
Oh, hang on. He has a bonus action. He's going to healing touch himself. He's going to touch himself for
Oh,
7 points of
no.
healing.
No.
PG-13.
You can't do that.
Anybody else?
All right.
So he has some damage again.
All right. Zaponius will move up to these bodyguards here, and he's going to cast on this one.
Wait, am I not in the turn order?
I don't see you.
I don't see you.
I rolled a 14, just
Ooh.
so it hasn't happened yet,
Whoa.
but I can go after Stam.
Yeah, let me.
Oh, that's a big boy.
He enlarged.
There we go.
He beat
I think you got put at the bottom, so I will drag you up to the 14s. There we go. That way I don't forget you. All right, so this guy became super big. And then Zaponius will walk back over here. All right.
Excuse me, Corey, could we have a quick physics discussion? How much does this man weigh and can the roof support him?
I
Yes,
don't have
it
a structural
can.
engineer of record here, so
The roof can support 4 people next to each other in a square
Is
shape.
this an
Is that the
African swallow?
never mind your horse.
Technically, my horse is weightless because he's a celestial being made of light.
Brienne, does a 15 hit you?
It does, yeah.
All right, take 6 damage from this guy here who shot you with a crossbow.
Okay.
And Monty, it is now your turn.
All right, so first things first, Monty's just laying out all his high-level spells right now. So he's going to cast yet another 3rd level spell. This one is going to be Slow. He's going to cast Slow over in this region over here. It's got to be a 40-foot cube or square. Yeah, cube. Centered on this guy right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. He would be in it. He would be in it. So from our big boy, both left and right, they'll be in it, as well as above. So do you need me to, I don't know if you can see my ruler or not.
I can. Yep.
You can. So yeah,
I
all-
see that.
everyone in that vicinity will be making another wisdom saving throw.
All right, let's start with
And then I'll talk about the
Mesmo.
effects after the fact.
Mesmo has a 17.
Passes.
8 for the bodyguard, 19 for the second bodyguard,
So the 8
8 for the big bodyguard,
That's a fail.
8 for the small bodyguard next to him, and Zappo has a 17.
All right. Anybody less than a 15, so those different bodyguards you mentioned, they're going to
Yep.
be slowed, so their speed is halved, and they take a -2 penalty to AC and dexterity saving throws, and they cannot take reactions.
Okay.
And then second thing on their turn, they can either take an action or a bonus action, not both.
Gotcha.
Monty, I like the way you're motivating them.
You guys need to slow it down. When things get tough, the brain
Take a
starts to
breath.
go a little too quick. You make rash decisions. I need you to slow it down and calm it down.
This guy.
You don't need to be a horse on a roof. I mean, deer in the headlights.
That guy. Okay. I got snails on him. Good.
Perfect. So those guys are all slowed. And
That'll
again,
work.
their speed is halved. -2 to their AC. So for anybody who does try to attack them, keep that in mind. And this is yet another concentration spell. So I will.
And are you going to move?
Actually, I am going to move. I'm going to move back behind over here with Stam, and I'm actually going to give Stam some Bardic Inspiration as my bonus action. So you get that that good old 1d8 on a saving throw or attack roll or ability check within the next 10 minutes. So, sometime during this
Thanks, my
combat.
friend. I appreciate
And it's your
that.
turn.
All right. This guy up there with the snail on him, is that the one that shot me with the crossbow for a
Yep.
20?
Yep.
All right. Well, it's time that you're going down, buddy.
You just see Monty cover his ears because he knows he knows what's going to come up. He's like, oh no,
All
I
right.
need those for listening later.
I'll go up the tree about 5 more feet, and then I'll take my shot at that guy. That's a 16 to hit.
Yep. Is he slowed?
Yes.
Well, 16
Nice.
is his AC, but now it's 14. So
And
All right,
stand
that's-
high ground.
That's 11. I do have the high ground. This game is over. 11 damage radiant on that guy.
okay.
Also a 16. And then 10 damage. All right. And then with the offhand. Oof, that's a 14, but his armor class is
Yep, he's slowed.
compromised.
Yep.
So I just hit him. Okay, 7 more damage.
Oh, he's still up.
I rolled so many ones on my damage dice. It was like 3
got
ones out of 5
bamboozled.
dice.
All right, and now it's his turn. He's going to just step to here and aim up at you. And that's a crit
That's not
for crap damage. 12 points of damage.
Oh, that didn't feel good.
And now it's Mesmo's turn.
All right.
Mesmo will come to
I am now down below half.
here. And he sees the White Knight on the horse and says, You there, you run away. Give me a wisdom save.
It's a lot, but how much a lot?
More than 15.
18 plus 4, 22.
Oh, you're good. You're good. You save.
No.
And
No.
Big Bodyguard, who's slowed. So he's a half move.
Half move, correct.
He cannot make finish the move through his friend's square, and that's with a double move. Okay, he's done.
Slowed coming in clutch.
Dulcinea, your turn.
Okay, she's not happy. So that black icky thing they threw, she's throwing fire right back. Now I have to do math.
Not math.
Does 25 hit?
Yes, all day.
Wow.
Hopefully those or 8 fire damage.
8. Okay. And did you want to move?
I'm going back through the window.
All right, back through the window. Callie.
All right. I would like to cast Stink Cloud right here in the middle of these four bastards.
Love
Right
it.
here.
Yeah, like right there.
I want to just
Like the whole
envision.
world.
I wanted to
You're
envision
doing
it
what
coming out of
Brian did with a little more emphasis.
Yeah, it's awful gassy. Like pinto beans and cornbread gassy.
And are these con saves?
Yes.
Okay.
your-
I've got a
You can take
9,
out
a 12,
No.
a 6, and a 19.
Well, one of them did.
All right.
Don't make
So-
it the big bastard.
Yeah, the big guy did not. He made it. Everybody else failed. What happens to him?
Well, let's see. Hold on.
That's because he's so much
Uh,
taller than the rest of them.
Yeah, he's like,
Cleaner air.
Hold on. They're poisoned.
they
For
all
how
have
much?
the poison condition.
Till the
And
end
it,
of the current
Ooh.
turn. While poisoned, they can't take any action or bonus action. They're just like, oh God, it's awful.
okay.
Tear gas.
It's pinto beans and cornbread grossness. The southern type of poison. You'll
All
learn.
right.
Corey, you'll learn. Alabama. Yeah.
The choke. Okay. Did you want to move?
I think. Well, hold on. I will move up just a little bit. Right here.
Okay. And this bodyguard can move to here. And will. Now, is this permanent, this cloud? Does it stay there for a while? Or is it?
While poisoned, the creature can't take any action or bonus action.
Okay, so it just kind of.
How long does the cloud last?
What's the duration?
Concentration.
Okay. So there's a
Up to
big
a minute.
cloud right here. So that
Yeah.
guy's not going to
Smoky
run
gas.
forward into the cloud. He is just going to shoot over at Callie. I'm gonna do it at disadvantage because there's a big, huge guy in the way. Which is 16 is my height, my lowest.
Oh, God. What? No, I don't like it. Run again.
6 points of damage.
It's
And-
horrible.
And then the guy next to Sigismund will swing his cudgel, and that is a 14. That's a miss.
Yeah.
Brienne at the bottom of the round.
Okay, I am going to let me turn on my little measuring stick, and show you where I want to drop something. I'm going to do call lightning.
Okay.
A storm cloud appears in the shape of a cylinder that is 10 feet tall with a 60-foot radius. Centered at the point, you can see 100 foot directly above you. So I think I wanted to. Are you able to see where I want to drop it? I have the thing on, but I don't know if it's actually. Oh
You
wait,
need
Right
let
here?
to
me
ping it, Whitney.
broadcast to others. There we go. I want to drop it like right here. I think something's pinging.
To the right of the
Yeah,
big
we
guy.
see it.
Okay. I want to drop it right there.
Right here.
They need.
Okay.
Yeah, they need to make it everything within 5 feet. It's actually probably like right up. I get on top of the bigger circle.
Mhm.
Everything within 5 feet must make a dex saving throw.
Okay. So that's the 3 of them, right? All 3
Yeah.
of them. Mesmo first with an 18. Bodyguard with a nat 1. Big bodyguard with a 7.
Okay. So the 18 obviously passes. So the other 2 will take 3d10 lightning damage.
I love it. I love it. Yes. Yes.
That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 damage for each of them.
Okay.
Yep.
And
That's
half
why
for the
we're
one
friends.
that didn't make it?
Um,
Or
yeah, on a failed save and half as much on a
okay.
successful one. Yep,
All right,
thank you.
so half the damage. All right. And did you want to move?
I think I'm gonna hang out where I am.
All right. At the bottom of the round, Mesmo is choking on stuff, so we're not going to do the layer action. Let me clear the init. And go ahead.
Oh my gosh, I'm horrible in initiative. I'm like
Boo
deadlift.
hiss, boo boo hiss. I'm right there with you.
How do I get the initiative to turn up again? I'm sorry.
Just click on your character and then up in the top left.
Okay.
There's a little blue.
Oh, you have to be
purple
on the select button.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, you're clicking the door. I'm gonna move you to there.
Oh, okay.
I see what
I was like,
the door
I'm
kept
clicking
shutting
it.
and opening.
Open, close, open, close, open, close. Roll the dice.
Well, I didn't know I could
Yeah.
click that before, but now that's all I'm gonna do.
All right. Well,
All here's like
Mesmo's
acne sacs
first.
in my brain.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and take both actions now. Mesmo's curse of Blamboodle's present. Mesmo points at his sister Shade over here with a blank expression on his face and says, "It's your fault. You brought me away from the safe place. I could be safe now." The sound of his voice takes on a pulsating tone that tunnels like a catchy tune into your mind. Anyone who can hear Mesmo must make a charisma save. I think everybody can hear him except for Dulcinea, because you're inside the building
I'm behind the tree.
and behind the tree.
So
So a
15.
charisma saving throw.
Charisma save.
Okay.
where is my
6,
charisma save?
5.
12.
That's
That's a 11.
So who got more than a 14?
I did.
Hold on.
Nope.
15.
I got a 21.
All right. So I will read first Callie and Sigismund. You have this moment of clear vision of an event, something that could be happening right now. It's like you have this like vision of some sort of thing going on. You wonder which safe place Mesmo might be referring to, but you're able to shake it off. Everybody except them and Dulcinea, because Dulcinea didn't have to make the save. The rooftop scene before you washes away. You are elsewhere in Darkenhaven. You are seeing some scene that could be happening right now. On your next turn, you may only move in a random direction, and we'll roll a d8 if you want to move, or choose to stay where you are. At the end of your turn, you may save again, at advantage if you explain to us the scene that you're witnessing. So
we were just
yeah. So basically, you're somewhere else right now, seeing something else, and you are not where you are. And then Mesmo will point at Sigismund and say, "Dismount, my friend, dismount."
It's gonna be a fail.
Okay, so on your turn, you'll have to at least get off of your horse as part of your turn.
Is that nerd standing
Get
by
off
the
your
big
high
guy?
horse.
What's that?
Is this the nerd standing by the big guy?
Yes.
All right,
This
he
guy.
wants me to dismount. I'll dismount.
And then I'll charge him.
Dismount. I'll dismount.
I'll dismount, I'll dat-mount.
The mini mounts that I could do, I will do.
Stam, your turn, and you failed your save, right?
Yeah. So does that mean I don't see anything that's here now?
Right. You are somewhere else and you see some other scene, and the only thing that you can do at this point is, mechanically, you can choose to move in a random direction, or you can choose to stay where you are. And then at the end of your turn, you'll get to save again, and you get to save at advantage if you explain to us what scene you're witnessing.
Well, I've got
elsewhere.
I've got a scene in mind. The scene in question is back when I was a Marine Fusilier in the Darkenhaven Navy. I've got an officer who is dressing me down cruelly and inflexibly, and reminded me of my father. And this is the day where I walk up to him and punch him in the face.
All right, roll.
So I lash out. I lash out and don't feel anything. All right,
And
then,
Monty goes, "Whoa!"
I was like, does he lash out in a random direction?
I hope our face is not
Oh.
in that
Blam!
direction.
Why would you do this to me?
this
very
is a charisma save still, right?
Yes, and it's
You
at
also have
advantage, so you
bardic
get-
inspiration as a reminder.
All right, maybe I will try that because that is a 7. Yeah, all right. That's an 8.
So 15
So-
total.
I think it's an 8 total. I had 2 crappy rolls, like
Oh.
a 8 and a 4. 8 and a 5. Yeah, I know.
Okay, and you added the bardic inspiration and still only got it.
Yeah, I rolled a
Wow.
1. I rolled a 1.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, so you're still in that scene where you're, in a conflict with someone else.
Yeah.
Sigismund, your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna charge that nerd. You wanted it, I'll take it, and I'll take the AOO from the guy I run past.
Okay, the guy who's slowed. He
Which
cannot
means he
take
doesn't-
reactions.
I was going to say, he doesn't get reactions.
Yeah,
so
All right.
he doesn't.
Okay, so I'm gonna punch this nerd in the face with my sword. So that's only a 15. This probably doesn't hit.
A 15 hits him.
Oh, okay. The next one is like a 10, so that's definitely gonna miss.
Okay.
He is gonna catch a level 2 smite because he tempted me. That's 22 points of damage.
All right, plus 22. All right.
And then Rachmaninoff is gonna punch that guy in critical. What does he even do? Hang on 1 second. I gotta see what he does. I never expected this day to come. He does equals a spell attack modifier 1d8 plus spell level. So 6 points of radiant damage to that young gentleman standing there.
Okay,
Don't pretend he's a young.
that was crit
gentleman.
damage.
You're
Oh no,
lying
it
to
wasn't crit. So crit is double dice, right?
Yeah.
So that is 10 points of radiant damage to that
All right.
man.
Oh, I lit up your butthole. That's- yes.
PG-13, PG-13, PG-13.
So what he
I thought
basically
you
does,
said. I thought you said bottle.
PG-13.
so what he
You
basically
lit up
does is
his butthole.
he slams down his feet and then just like a wave pulses out of him. And I think he does shed bright light. Yeah, it sheds bright light.
So he's like a My Little Pony. That's what you're saying.
No, he's a giant celestial.
Yeah,
He's actually
Yeah.
in a couple levels. He has a fly speed if he makes it that
No.
far. At level 4, he has wings.
No, My Little Pony is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
It's the new spin-off, My
Oh,
Little
that's a
Pony.
pony.
Violence is magic.
yeah.
Dulcinea, your turn.
Magic.
Peace
Okay.
or else.
I'll make a song.
Dulcinea is going to scooch out here and look around. And she's like, I got something for you, Siggy. And casts enlarge on him.
Yay! It's a kaiju battle.
Does that mean he goes? Wait, does that mean he goes big and small and then big again?
Well, no, she's got to just cast the enlarge piece.
All right.
Enlarge, reduce, enlarge. Yay! Aw,
Yeah.
yay!
An extra D4 to your attacks.
Thank you. Corey, real quick note. Since 5th edition now has its new wonderful version, this Sigismund does have longsword mastery, so he imposes disadvantage on the nerds next attack roll.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, you also have an advantage on any strength checks and saving throws.
Awesome.
All right. The slowed bodyguard is going to attack Sigismund with a 12.
Nope.
And that's it. All he's doing. And then next is the bodyguard who got kind of pushed out of the way as Sigismund got big next to him. I'm going to try and cudgel him for a 15 to hit.
Nope.
Are they still taking the disadvantage
Oh,
of the pink cloud?
oh, they are. That's concentration, right? So they
Yeah,
have to.
I haven't stopped thinking about
Okay,
it.
so hold on. Take that back. I got to do a save then instead, right?
I should
no,
also probably do
still-
a save.
Yes, you should do a save as well.
Yeah,
17. So this
Would you do
guy,
natural 20 again, Matt?
that's enough. That's
that
enough.
guy is still choking. This guy is no longer choking, but didn't get to make that attack roll. Sigismund?
It was a natural 20.
Okay.
Of course it
Brienne,
was.
your turn.
Okay, so I can either move erratically or what?
Stay put.
Oh,
Or
yes.
stay put.
Knock
yeah,
him. Knock him in the face.
Oh, that's the horse. Okay. I'm going to cast.
Oh, no, you can
I can't
only
cast.
move
Okay.
or stay where you are, and then you get to save at the end of your turn.
Okay. I'm
And you get
going.
an advantage if you tell us what scene has taken place in your mind instead of this rooftop.
I'm going to move. I'm going to move towards the horse, just two little blocks.
You can't
Okay.
move.
Oh yeah, I don't
You-
get to pick. What?
You don't
way.
get a pick, but I'm gonna.
Okay. I want to move.
You want to move, so 1, 2. You're gonna move this way.
Okay.
So you bump into Callie as you're moving.
Oh, sorry.
um,
Sorry.
And
That's
where
all
are
right.
you? Where are you right now?
It goes this way. Wow.
I am back right now. So my favorite thing to do is search for mushrooms. And I am back in my hometown, right on the outskirts, searching for some mushrooms with my mom. And I just missed her so much. And it's just a nice little memory that I'm having right now. And I don't really want to leave that memory. So
Okay.
yeah.
And then give me a save at advantage.
Uh-huh. I can use my non-metal dice so it's not like loud. It's a dex save or con, I'm sorry.
Charisma.
Charisma. Oh, okay. That's a 12.
All right. So you don't want to leave this place with your mom, so you don't. You're still kind of there, hanging out, picking mushrooms.
Okay.
The big bodyguard is going to save at the bottom of his turn. He's still choking. And this slowed bodyguard over here will take a shot at Brienne, who's not even paying attention. 19 on the die. So I
Oh
think
yeah, that
hits.
hits.
4 points of piercing.
Okay.
Shade will come up to here and see a huge, massive Sigismund, and
Crazy.
she says, "Breathe in the nothingness," and she gestures with her hands, and this like black cloud of smoke stuff comes shooting at your face. Give me a con save.
Don't let that hit you, Siggy.
It's still really good. I'm rolling so crazy tonight. It's a
You always
14
roll
plus-
crazy.
14 plus 3 is 17.
No lie.
All right. So apparently, if you can breathe poisonous gas that's in the air,
Yeah.
whatever this weird cloud of necrotic stuff is, doesn't hit you either.
Your stinky farts are nothing to Mega Sigismund.
Mega
Because
Sig-
he's slightly
All right.
German.
uh,
Yeah.
Zaponius is going to come up and just going to use his firebolt for a 20 to hit. Dirty 20
Who's that on?
Oh,
on you.
Yeah, that hits.
good guy.
11 points.
Yeah.
Monty.
Yes, Monty's not gonna run, but he has been brought to that kind of like empty space outside of here, and then he flashes down over to Lockdown, and he's having a conversation with the Baron. But what's weird with it right now is like he doesn't hear it. Like his mind is like he knows he's not where he needs to be, I think, but it's almost like the Peanuts where it's like wah wah wah, and he's thinking about all the different kinds of conversations he's had with the Baron throughout, since he's been to Boogerton and whatnot.
Okay.
And yeah, he's really just struggling to like recollect any information that's been given to him, and he just can't right now.
Okay. And give me at advantage.
Yay! Well, the first one is 17 total.
That'll do
and
it.
17 total, so he is back. Baby.
You are free. Callie, your turn.
Oh. Let's see.
Are you gonna move or?
Well,
Is
I mean,
Casper
my thing is I can move, but is Stink Cloud still going? It's
You're the one.
concentrate.
Yeah, it's still going. So basically, all of the people around here are in the
There.
stink cloud. Now,
Yeah.
some of them have made their save, but some of them have not. But if you run in there, you'll have to make your save.
I'm gonna move back here.
So I guess you would know this because it's not like a cloud that you can't see through. You can see that this is the only person still choking in your cloud.
Yeah. So I'm willing to back off of that. And there's these two guys up in the corner, right? From me.
One's a horse.
Like
That's Sigismund's horse, and then that's one of the bodyguards.
That's Rachmaninoff.
I can move in that area though. And let's do vicious mockery
Okay.
on that guy.
An 11.
An 11. Well, that's not going to work. And I tell him that his mama is a horse.
Nay.
I
Were
wanna
you
let
raised in a
know
barn?
Your mama is the worst mare I've ever seen.
All right, damage.
That is
Your mother was a
2d6.
hamster and your
Hold
father
on.
smelled of elderberries.
Prancing around.
For 10.
10, and he's at disadvantage on his attack. Okay.
Yes.
All right, and whose attack is it? It's his attack at the bottom of the round. So he's at disadvantage against Rachmaninoff. 2 is my lowest roll. That's
Yep.
probably not going to hit Rachmaninoff.
It does.
Do. Rachmaninoff.
It's actually a
Do.
it's actually a 5, but 2 on the die.
Yeah.
And we will clear the init and get going again.
Oh, another critical. That's my 5th critical tonight.
Wow, everything's coming
Oh,
up roses for
Okay,
Siggy.
okay. So I have a thing where I can re-roll Where'd it go? I can re-roll a natural 1.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
As a
you're a
class.
halfling.
Yeah, I'm a halfling. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so
Not much better, but better.
All right.
Matt and I are the opposite on rolls.
It looks like Sigismund is first.
Yeah, of course he is.
Yeah.
My initiatives have not been that good this time. Yeah, I'm gonna hit this book nerd in the face again.
Okay.
Again,
That's a
rolling the nerds
23.
is not nice.
That's a 21, a 17, and a 16 on the die.
Both hit.
And I'm out of spell slots to smite him with, so just gonna roll regular old damage, which is still pretty good. It's an 8 and a 4.
What's your D4?
So that's 12. Oh yeah, D4 on both of them.
Mm-hmm.
8 and 4 is 12 plus 1 is 13 plus 2 is 15 plus 3 for each one, so that's 6. So 21 damage total.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah, that will do it, and we'll do the last little cut scene as he falls down. Mesmo waves his hands as he's falling. You can't stop it. The Nothing Lord will claim us all. Existence unwound, creation unmade, fractured patterns and black-white triangles spin in the air before him. Anyone who can see or hear him now, so pretty much everybody, give me a charisma save. As he falls
suck at
unconsciousness.
Join the club. However, that was a really good roll on the die. 17.
17.
Right.
20.
Good.
15.
Good.
15.
Monty's at a
27.
7, Callie?
27.
27.
Okay, Corey,
I got
can I
five
intentionally? Can you give me disadvantage for being so close so that we can see the cool thing?
I mean, if you want to just choose to fail it, you can choose to fail it.
Yeah, I want to see what happens.
All right.
You designed these cool things. I want to see what happens.
All right. So all of you who passed, you have a moment of fear as you contemplate the possibility of Nu'ul unmaking reality, but you're able to shake it off. Sigismund, being so close to Mesmo and have just smashed him, the rooftop scene before you fades away. You're elsewhere in Darkenhaven. You are seeing some terrible future scene play out as your party's failure is inevitable. On your next turn, you may either move randomly, choose to stay where you are, or at the end of your turn, save again at advantage if you explain the scene that you're witnessing. All right.
Okay.
And that was Mesmo is down. Zaponius. Zaponius will run to his brother and stabilize him.
It's weird. I don't know if it's because I'm tired, but that dude that just went down looks like he's in a Queen Elizabeth wig on his little miniature.
Oh, they're all Elizabethan, darling. They are.
Callie, it is your turn.
It's me?
Mm-hmm.
I have to make a decision.
Please.
Oh, so what were the choices again?
Oh, I thought you passed.
We passed.
You got a 27. Yeah, you were
Yeah.
fine.
You
Matt's
were
the only one
fine
that didn't.
with- yeah, Matt's the only one that didn't.
Yeah.
By his
he's
own
the only
choosing.
one that can, like, life or death, right?
I don't know. There was another combat that we had where like these monsters had some cool effect and nobody was like failing to it. And I was like, I want to fail to this and see what happens. We have to learn. Corey makes these things. We need to see what they do.
So, Callie, you're not affected by anything right now, I don't think. So you can just
No,
take your turn.
I feel like that I only want to find out how to make an everlasting pouch of pipeweed. So is there someone who can point me in the right direction of everlasting pipeweed? Shh. You can keep it on the down low. We can talk about it later. It's okay.
That seems like a problem Alphinius Goo has already solved.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
just-
all right. Phineas Goo. Got it. I will find him later. Thank you.
And that was your turn? You're just asking about piping?
absolutely-
All
I have
right.
no other super things in place. I just want to know where I can tell a tale and drink and smoke my pipe weed.
All right. This slowed guy will move up to here and drag Mesmo over out from under there. Mesmo's unconscious. Dulcinea.
How big is that cloud? Because I don't want to wander into it.
It goes to about here.
Okay. Dulcinea is going to come up next to the horse on that guy there and shocking grasp.
Oh, the
Yay.
horse didn't attack.
Huh?
The
Hmm.
horse didn't attack.
He's chosen peace.
He's resting.
19.
19 hits.
And 8 lightning damage.
And that will take out that guy
Yeah.
as he falls unconscious.
Zzz. Was he wearing metal?
No, he was wearing leather armor.
That could have been more fun.
All right, Stam.
All right, I am still having visions.
Of this fight.
Yeah, I think I heard Dulcinea's voice, and that takes me back to another memory. When we were working together on a merchant marine ship called the Everflow, and we had gone out with a group of us to a bar, and somehow I ended up in a bar brawl. So I'm going to grab my ale and drink from it. It's actually a potion. And I'm going to heal a little bit. And then I'm going to go do something crazy. That's
Sorry, Stam.
10 points. I'll take 10 points of healing. And then I am going to charge forward and try and punch at some guy randomly. I guess it's going to be that guy. But in my mind, he is the guy I'm brawling with. Is that acceptable?
That is. We'll see how it works out after you roll your attack roll and then roll your saving throw afterwards.
Okay, that is a 17.
Okay.
17 to hit.
And damage?
Is it just 1 to 2 plus my strength?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That is going to be 4 points of damage.
All right, and now give me save at advantage.
Okay. Natural 20. What a waste.
All right. So you're no longer in the you're no
Phantom
longer
world.
in the other weird place. Oh, and this cloud of gaseous poisonous gas has faded now too. So you didn't run into the poisonous gas.
Oh, okay. All right. So I realized I punched a guy and he's not actually going down like in the memory.
Right.
I punched a guy.
And then Monty, it's your turn.
Yeah, so Monty's not a terribly good fighter, and trying to figure out what I want to do spells wise. But right now, I guess he just wants to make sure Stam as well as Sigismund, especially knowing just a moment ago they were kind of in this trance, is going to. Why can't I move myself? There we go. apparently run in circles. And then he is just going to cast a quick little vicious mockery on the guy in front of Stem and say, "Ha, you just got hit by a guy in a daze. What are you doing?"
That's a 5.
That is then 2d6, which I don't even have a second d6 right now. So 2d6, 2 and 2, 4 damage, and he will have disadvantage on his next attack roll.
And I say, wow,
actually-
looks like words really can hurt you.
Actually, he falls unconscious.
Between your words and my punch, this guy's on the ground.
He's like just like dazed by the punch, and then I'm like, "Ha, take that!" And then he's like, "I will."
Loser.
And then I guess I might as well. I'm also gonna give a quick bardic inspiration to Sigismund to possibly save from the adverse effects of what he is currently under. So you've got 1d8 when you need it, bud. Sigismund, snap out of it.
Shade, it's going to move up and do the tentacles of craziness to Stam.
13.
Oh, that doesn't hit at all. So 2 on the die. Brienne.
Well, all right.
Okay, I am going to let me get this. There. I'm going to cast blindness on that dude.
Okay.
He ain't gonna see it coming.
Which is a con saving throw.
7.
That does not. That fails.
Okay.
So he's blind.
He's blind. Okay.
Yep, and he has to make a con throw at the end of his turn.
Okay. And then this guy,
That's
last on the
Flamboodle,
innate.
right?
Flamboodle, yeah, Zaponius. He does not save from the poison condition, so he stays there. And we're going to clear the nit.
Attack rolls against him have advantage now.
The blind guy. Okay.
Yep. Obviously, he has disadvantage on attack rolls because he's blind.
I cannot roll initiative.
All right. I guess Shade. A 19 on Sigismund. 5 points of necrotic. This bodyguard will bring Mesmo further from the fray. Dulcinea.
Dulcinea is gonna come over here and try to shock and grasp that guy too.
Okay. The guy who's choking.
Yes.
Okay.
That's the guy that critted me twice with his crossbow.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think a 2 hits.
Nope.
I must have slipped on something.
All right. He's going to try and stop choking. No. And the big guy is going to try and cudgel Stam. No, the big guy's going to try and cudgel Sigismund. 18 to hit?
Okay.
No, you're 19, right? All right. And Brienne.
Oh, that was fast. I'm going to try to thorn whip the one that's closest to Dulcinea.
Okay.
So let me. So 12, 18 to hit.
18 hits.
Okay. And that's 2d6. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage.
And that guy goes unconscious. As you
Awesome.
whip him off his feet, and he hits his head on the flower pot.
He goes blind too.
Looks like you whipped it good.
TBI.
Whip
Whip
it.
it into
Whip
shape.
it real good.
Shape it up.
All right, Monty.
All right, Monty's going to take a step forward, and seeing that the fray is thinning a little bit, hoping right now that maybe he can like turn the tides and just kind of settle things down. He's going to cast Charm Person at 2nd level, and he's going to try and calm 1 and 2. So they both
Okay.
have to make a Wisdom saving throw, but because we've been in combat with them, they do get advantage, DC 15.
All right, Zeponius. Zeponius fails. Shade makes it.
All right, so Zeponius, on a failed save, he's got the charm condition until it ends, or until one of us decide to damage him. So no more attacking him for now. He's considered friendly towards us. Spell ends. He'll know that he was charmed. But for now, he's calmed down at the very least, and he's the one I kind of wanted to make sure we focused in on the most. So cool. And then I think that is it for my stuff. I don't think I need to give anyone bonus Bardic Inspiration right now. So all right, we're good.
All right, Stammen.
All right. Does that big bodyguard in front of me look hurt at all?
Yeah, he's pretty hurt.
All right. Then I will fire at him. Hammer
Fire.
light.
Fire at Will. How'd you know
That's-
his name was Will?
17 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. It's 12 damage.
And that does it.
Okay.
He goes
All
unconscious.
right. Well, that cleared the way for me to hit the problem behind him.
Yes.
The girl,
So,
right?
Yes, that's a 22 to hit.
That
on
hits as
her.
well.
She is going to take 11 radiant damage, and then I'm going to bring out the other hand. I'm thinking about calling her Bernadette. Oh, yeah, that's going to do it. That's 25 to hit
That hits.
and 10 damage radiant.
All
No,
right.
not radiant. Piercing.
She goes unconscious.
Great. That was productive.
And you hear the bodyguard that's dragging Mesmo say, "Oh no, another one! Shade, wake up!" Zaponis is going to hold his action.
Shade.
Sigismund.
Shade. Anyway. So
Sigismund,
Sigismund is
run
a man
over
of
there. You
action.
can throw shade.
Sigismund's a man of action, so he's just gonna run as hard as he can in whatever direction he goes.
Oh God. He's gonna freaking hit.
I'm
Our
going to get
buddy boy.
stepped on.
That or Blamboodle's gonna get stepped on. It's gonna count as an attack.
You run right into this flower thing over here.
But so what he is seeing is a world where he's given in to the anger that he's been fighting all these years, and he's actually been corrupted and has become a Blackguard paladin at the end of all this, and he's leading like hordes of demons into Darkenhaven, and killing like just scores of like people, and that's what he sees.
Genocide.
All right. Save at advantage.
And I think
7.
you also have the Bardic Inspiration if you want or need.
Yeah, I need it. So it's a 7 on the die plus 3 is 10, and this is a what save?
Charisma.
So it's 15.
Yeah, all you needed was a 14, so you're good.
Hey!
All right,
barely.
now Zeponius, as the last of the Blamboodle clan, sees how futile the situation has become. Zapponius throws up his hands and calls out, "Okay, okay, stop! Help me ensure my siblings are okay, and we'll confess and go willingly to whatever judgment awaits us." And the last of the bodyguards will go try to stabilize Shade as Zapponius, the blind and charmed, waves his hands in the air.
Like you just don't care.
Yeah.
He's doubly blessed.
Monty walks over to him and says, "You did the right thing there, bud."
Yeah. I tell Brienne, I think we took a wrong turn here. No.
I think
Like-
I did not expect
Yeah.
this.
This was much more. We just go and like take some shots at the pub, right?
Callie, this will be one of your tales.
This isn't even the hardest. This isn't even the worst
yeah,
thing we've done today.
It's obviously going to work its way into my tales. I'm just saying I don't die from my tales. That's why I'm still alive.
I mean, y'all
helped
do
the
this like
Thule
every
That
day?
makes
Is this an everyday thing? Or
yeah, we helped the Thule
Pretty
have
close.
a baby one time.
Yeah.
I don't
I'm
know
not
what
sure you're good at
How
this
did-
though.
how does that work?
It had a
No,
baby.
it wasn't a Thule. It was a Scundrews.
I'm old.
Oh, not the tentacle thing.
No,
the dead
it
thing.
was a Scundrews.
Wait.
It had a baby though.
Wait,
We
how did a
also
dead
fought
thing
a
have a?
Thule.
I'm interested in this. How did a dead thing have a baby? It's
A
gonna
mommy
trigger
dead
dead.
thing and a daddy dead thing really love each other.
It's too complicated. You wouldn't understand.
As an undead creature, I am technically into this.
No.
Well, Scundrews aren't technically undead.
They're not okay.
living forms with spirits imbued into them.
Not
Oh, okay.
Fazu.
hijacked.
Right. So Zamboodle starts to spill his guts, or Bamboodle.
Zapponius Bamboodle.
That's just
Zapponius Bamboodle. Yeah.
While you're spilling your guts and telling us everything,
That's
why did you buy that stuff?
Oh, yes. So
Fireflies.
so Shade has this woman that she's been learning from, named Vela Void Spiral, and she's been learning these void magics and found the nether flow quite intoxicating. And she enlisted me to help attain those fireflies in trade for freeing my brother Mesmo. And then Mesmo kept slipping into these trances, and he would sometimes he would kind of slip into the past or slip into the future, and sometimes he'd be talking about our mother who passed away. But we were coming here to see how to handle Vela Void Spiral and her new cultist, and their mission for us was to attain this Legistre Sun Ul from you all and bring it to what they call the sacrament in the sewers, which is going to be we're supposed to bring it in about 2 weeks to meet them and it's just luckily or unluckily, as the case may be, you came upon us as we were talking about where to find you and find this book.
Well, I got some good news for you. We're not going to kill you, but you probably are going to go to jail forever.
I think Mesmo liked it there better.
Okay. Well, that's good. Because you guys you've been messing with the void and the nether and the nether flow, and that's like you're like ruined forever now. Like
That's a whole series of bad decisions.
Yeah, we gotta get some serious
Yeah.
exorcism stuff on you guys.
Some retraining and some re-education.
Brainwashing.
So to move this along, what you learned here is that Shade worked for Vela Void Spiral, and in a couple of weeks she knows where she will be. And they give you the location in the sewers to where you can meet up with this sacrament in the sewers, and but that's a tale for another time. The last scene of today is to return to Boogerton and your home, the abandoned building across from Flax and Wagon Alley. So as you walk towards Flax and Wagon Alley, you see the signs of a large crowd, as if the opening to the alley and the street in front of your home was site of a recent celebration. However, you note that the crowd has dispersed. A dirty and drunken man sees you as you approach and spits in your direction. He says, "Magistrates indeed. Those mistreated people in lockdown deserve better. Shame on you." As you get closer, he retreats into the tap and tumble.
What the
You
heck?
open the door. Huh?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
You open the door to the abandoned building to find it is mostly undamaged by the mob, though Joss's sign has scorch marks on it from a failed attempt to burn the place down. Sitting in your dining area is the Baron Soulshade, flanked by the brothers Silstone.
Baron?
There we go. Flax and Wagon Alley. And then it's all the way at the, you have to drag to the far bottom right of the screen.
There it is. Okay.
And you can see the
I can't see it. Ah,
You kind of have to scroll for days.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
You can also zoom
Okay,
out.
I'm there. Yeah,
or you can zoom
all right.
way out and
There we
scroll it.
go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sitting in the dining area is Baron Soulshade, flanked by the brothers Silstone of
ah.
the Street
You're
Sweepers
in our
gang.
house.
The Baron
got
nods at you and says, "It's about time we set things right again. Boogerton is a mess. But first, you see, I have brought my two friends. Oh, but first, I see you have brought two new friends. What have you brought for me, Callie Lore Speaker? And what boon might you ask of the Baron of the criminals of lockdown?"
I bring
You know this guy?
this pipe. This pipe has been through many a thing. It's precious to me. It should be precious to you. I can get it magically enchanted if you'd like. But it's great for storytelling.
I would like such a pipe to sit and tell or listen to stories. What boon would you like for me in return for this wonderful gift that you gave?
Oh, the boon I'd like is like a nice pipe leaf. I can only find it in the very middle of East Modestia. You might have heard it around Geisengax and love it. Like right there in the barrows. It'd be great. I could have some pipeweed right from that spot.
Pipeweed from the barrows. Well, I'll see what I can do. I'm sure I can find something. This is Darkenhaven, actually. So, I'll come find you in, say, a week. All right. And
I'm
for
very
my-
open to that. Yes.
For my other new friend, what has Brienne brought for me, and what boon might I provide for you?
So I rummaged through my little satchel, because I didn't really come prepared to give anyone anything. And I pull out a little vial, and the vial is this gorgeous little pink color, like colored liquid in it. And I said, well, this is actually one of my new concoctions. It's a love potion. I don't give these out to anyone. But I thought maybe, you know, you could use this for someone. I don't know if you have a love or maybe you want one, or maybe you know someone who might have use of it. Um, and I hand him this new potion
Oh,
that I've made.
I'm sure I could find some use for this. Thank you. And he tucks it into his coat. And what boon may I provide for thee?
Mine's really simple. I really need to figure out a way to get back to Gloomport pretty fast. I have a little shop, and it's been left by on its own for a while I've been here, and I know it'll take me a while to travel back. So if you can help me find a faster way home, that would be fantastic.
Sure, sure. And he nods to one of the brothers, and he nods to you and says, I can take you there right away.
Oh, awesome.
And
Thank you so much.
and then he looks to the custodians, the Baron does. Now, custodians, let us strike an accord, for I would hate for this chaos to continue much longer.
What
say
chaos did you mean?
The chaos, the competitions in for my position in lockdown. I think I should return there, take up my old position, and perhaps you all can take up your old position. Let us strike an accord so we can make this stow.
Well, I haven't had a quarrel with you, so I'll tell you, I'll be straight with you. You need us more than we need you. But without a strong magistrate controlling the area around lockdown, your domain is going to fall apart.
This is true. This is true. So I will speak on your behalf as the magistrates, if you will speak upon mine as the one within lockdown who tries to bring peace to those poor souls who live there.
Well, I'll tell you there, Mr. Baron. Here's what we're going to do. Last time you weren't pleased with our gift, so I gave you a new one. Perspective.
Oh,
You see, you sat in your big ivory house, lording your possessions and your material wealth over everyone and taking control of everything. And I gave you the perspective to show you that a good man with a strong motivation can take it away from you like that. So, you need to carry out your operations in the future, knowing that wherever you are and whatever you're doing, I'm keeping an eye on it. And next time I won't miss. Understood?
I think that though I feel that sounds as if you're threatening, I also feel that you did provide me a gift. This has been enlightening for me. But let us not hold animosity towards one another anymore. Let us keep these open communications going forward. What say you?
All right.
I think we could work something out. And maybe you can help us out with some information.
Well, I've given him a gift. He owes us a boon, right?
This is true. This perspective, we will trade. Perspective for perspective. I too have noticed a faulting or memory, or perhaps manipulations of memory.
Mm-hmm.
There are 3 parts to this riddle. Listen well, for I'll share this only as part of our accord. Any further questions will require payment in time. Time you cannot afford to spend to run my errands. The first is of your own doing, for I have a very reliable source that it was yourselves that told Avasuna-san to erase what he took from the Wuan Empire. And so he did. He removed his own knowledge of the Legistre Su'ul and set himself up to be a rich and powerful gem cutter. Now, for the slimy creatures that you faced in his new abode, that is another matter altogether. Someone who helped him pull off the switcheroo took advantage of this situation, took advantage of him, and manipulated him for their own accord. A visit to meet Lollin Pop of Chop Chop Sweetmeat Treats in Middentown might provide more on that front. And the last twist to this riddle of memory madness. If someone is claimed by the ledger's magic and sent to the void, memory of their very existence fades. So who got to your missing house guest? I have given you 3 perspectives to think on in trade for one grand adventure over the last few weeks. I think we have an accord.
That's how, guys. I'm for it. If he can get all these people to settle down and leave us alone, we can do what we need to do in peace. As much peace as we ever see.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it ain't much, but it'd be nice to have our home back.
Yeah.
I don't
All
know
right.
what's going on.
That's all right.
All right. So the Baron returns to lockdown, and before he does, he makes a speech in Boogerton, and tells everyone that the magistrates and he are of similar mind, that the people in lockdown deserve better, and that there's a new day coming for the people of lockdown, and a new way that they will be able to earn their own freedom. And he doesn't say any more about it, but then he makes
Yeah.
his way into lockdown. And that is where we'll close out the episode.